So I will not turn back, and I will not stop clap. Cause if it's praising, not in that, it's only worship I give back. And even in pain I lift my hands, and all this vein I will dance. And it's on your will I would stand, cause you teach me how to praise. Teach me how to praise through the storm. Every day I say hallelujah. Let me hear you sing that. Hallelujah. Everybody. What's going on? This is your boy Brandon Best here. And yo, next week Wednesday, something happening. You know what we're gonna be? We're gonna be live on the one-on-one virtual concert on Iwer, Georgia's stage. That's what we're talking about. Live from 7 p.m. We're gonna be there.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
What song does a sheep make? Yes. Good
At
job.
Nestle, we know how exciting it is to be able to share in the pride you feel. This is why we created the new Nestum Iron Plus, made with 100% natural cereals that in just 2 bowls contribute to more than half the iron your child needs each day, helping with his cognitive development. Plus, probiotics, vitamins, and minerals that help with his growth and development. New Nestum Iron Plus, big nutrition for small tummies. Learn more at starthealthy.nestle.info from 6 months onwards.
Enagic changed your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, 1 machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
We know you're tired of the old talk. Time for the facts to speak for themselves. Now you decide who really has the bigger, faster mobile network. Digicel's won the Speed Test Awards 2 years in a row with the widest coverage map in the country. See for yourself. Download Ookla and put Digicel to the LTE speed test and compare our coverage. We're not afraid to be honest. And that's real talk. Make the switch today. Digicel, the bigger, better, faster network.
Yo, this is Farmer Nappy, and you see the 24th of September, that is this month, Republic Day. Catch me live one-on-one on Iwer stage. One-on-one on Iwer stage, 7 p.m. Streaming on Facebook, Neil Iwer George, on YouTube, Iwer TV, and on Instagram at Iwer George. I will be there. You know why? I'm not leaving. That's impossible to do.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Come talk with us.
Realest news, hard talk.
Real talk on the street, 919 FM.
street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Sharon Felix, and this is our 6 a.m. headlines on the street 919 FM, courtesy Green Dot Limited. In the headlines, soldier amount 9 held as Lahokita Pyramid Scheme crashes. Ministry to reclaim farmlands not used for agriculture. Petrochemical giant Nutrien closes TNT plant indefinitely. And internationally, NASA outlines plan for first woman on the moon by 2024. And those were the morning's headlines, courtesy Green Dot Limited. Details of these stories coming up in our 7 a.m. news. I'm Sharon Felix. Good morning.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
All right, so I'm here. Let me say good morning. And of course, I'm apologizing for my lateness. It's Wednesday morning in Sweet TNT. It's 6:04 a.m. I need to get some fever grass bushes, boy. Or some kind of lemons. Anybody have lemons that could send me some? I mean lemon with juice, eh? Oh, Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm here thanking the Lord for reaching us safe and sound in the land of the living. Headlines on the Express this morning says, millions seized. CJ takes witness stand. No pressure to resign. 3,000 receive lead bulbs. $2 million is the jackpot for the Playway today morning. Right. So, her decision was her own. We're coming back to that. Nutrient closes local ammonia plant indefinitely. Canadian petrochemical giant Nutrient, formerly PCS Nitrogen, has announced the indefinite closure of one of its 4 ammonia plants in Trinidad. An estimated, oh, come on, open, 50 workers are expected to lose their jobs effective October 30th, according to a CMC report. Over 3,000 collect free bulbs. Over 3,000 persons received their LED bulbs yesterday as promised to the population by Finance Minister Colm Imbert in the last budget. The Trinidad and Tobago, hold on for me, I have to get in. Electricity Commission TNTech Communication Manager Annabella Brasnell told the Express the cut-off time for distribution was at 3:45 p.m. and it was registered that over 3,000 customers collected their bulbs. Excellent. Suffers. Oh, what is wrong with me, boy? You see, what do I go now? What do I say? So, surfers join. Surfers join call to reopen beaches. Oh God, all you relax now. All you relax now. I'm going to play a clip for you today. Relax now. A petition calling on government to reopen beaches for sporting activities has met with support from the Surfing Association of Trinidad and Tobago, SATT. God, all you relax now, man. Boxes of dollars seized, 9 arrested. You hear about that yesterday? The pyramid scheme is crumbling. 9 people, including a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, were held yesterday morning during a police operation. All you do here, I not getting involved in that. I staying out of that. You know why? I remember when I just get to meet up with my Jakey, it's over $40,000 he lost in that. And it took him a while before they give him back part of it. Me? Not me. I'm not getting involved in that. All they deal with that on all your own. You knew the circumstances in getting in, and I'm sure, but they're saying it's a licensed money lender. I want to see how that will pan out. So I stay out of that. Short man, the supermarket bubbly goes to court. Who is that? Allegedly, supermarket robber Bishop Peterson, who was arrested by employees and customers at a California supermarket last week, has been charged by police with 3, let me see, is that big man?
Can you see that video?
No, with 3 offenses for the incident. Peterson, also known as Short Man, was charged with robbery with violence, malicious damage, and malicious wounding. He was charged by PC Fleming of the Couva CID. You go back and do that again? Jesus Christ. WPC had fake CXC certificate and worked for 4 years clean cops. A 35-year-old female police officer was granted $250,000 bail when she appeared before Justice of the Peace Stephen Young to answer 5 fraud charges. But how they find out? Somebody screamed. 3 charged with kidnapping baby for ransom. 3 people have been charged with the kidnapping of 9-month-old baby Sophia Rivers. Venezuelan teen assaulted and left for dead speaks from hospital bed. They in Spanish here, can. All I know here is muchas gracias. I ain't know the rest. Builder shot dead at work site. A man not known to police was shot at a job site in Trin City yesterday. And those are the stories in the Express. In the Newsday, I'm seeing Shagona suffering from flooding. No, man. Gunmen attempt to kidnap young woman after home invasion. You know, I'm now watching. Who makeup Kamala face? I like the haircut, but I ain't like the makeup. And no man. All year. Not me and this Botox sting injection in my face or my face. Not me, you know. After a while, they're going to make your face swinge up like melangen and thing in the sun. Not me.
Somebody asked me about my little grays.
Not me. I leave my grays.
So, yeah, man, I left it.
I go put my little rinse and thing. But you see that Botox thing? Not me. Watch out, cheeks is there. UNC leader welcomes challengers. She welcome a challenge. They wanted leadership challenge. She welcome it. CGI lost trust in Ayers Caesar. Fire sale on state assets coming. TT crosses 4,000 infection mark. UE Litcon gives journalist forum, or Litcon. Yes, UE Litcon gives journalist forum to discuss pressures in online era. TAT to mediate between telecom giants. Shortage of syringes in Tobago being addressed. Amazing Race spends close to $2 million to film in TNT. Duterte closes TNT plan indefinitely. 20.25 million, $250,000 bail for WPC on 5 fraud charges. Kamala, Prime Minister looking for peacock, not laptops for children. She doesn't fish a thing. And when he answers, she back, she goes to dog and cry.
When the man and say back now, everybody want to play the next. You see? Only can't take pecan, they want to get pecan.
And hey, Dr. Rolly is the most man to interfere with it. He just come with some kind of thing, Lord Father, is that it's not going to analyze it. Soldiers held cash seized in La Hoquita raid. See? You go in and get discipline. And you know, Kopi Singh, Prime Minister, regretting scrapping UNC laptop program. He regretting that.
I'm telling you that.
Let me tell Gopi Singh and Kamla and them, that laptop program had no sense of direction.
None.
You get a laptop, a cheap laptop that couldn't stand the test of time, with no way to address any issue. You give children laptop, they have no damn internet. How the hell they going to go on the internet and use what they using the laptop to do? What they was using it to do? Play game? And some of them who had could find the internet or have was watching porn. Don't tell me, I can tell all you.
But the ones that was making it.
Thank you. Contractors Association saddened by workers' murder. 29 more tests positive for COVID-19. No additional deaths. That would stay news. I'm just giving you back all the news. 3 men shot in Arima, Santa Maria. RC gets gift of books. Businessman helps school students. Break rules at your own risk. CJ getting on. You could get in the garden.
Yeah,
or you ain't
I
getting.
know, punch him up there.
Right, so it's in the garden there.
How the thing working this
CJ getting on bad, boy.
But you go ahead.
Mama Sita.
Because I don't know what's going on now.
I see NTTFA to drop FIFA case in local court. After several months of legal wrangling between the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, TTFA, and FIFA, the local body, has now decided to withdraw its court matter against the world body following an informal virtual meeting on Tuesday night, convened by...
I'll fix my camera.
Oh, you get me frightened. By oust TTFA President William Wallace and his executive. Cops shut down alleged pyramid scheme. CJ on air Caesar, she lost credibility. Immigration to roll out passport home delivery plan. Taxi drivers beg government to maintain fuel subsidy. COVID forces closure of 60 bars. BOATT. Okay. CXC sees improvement in Cape and CSEC results. I want to congratulate all of the children who got their results yesterday, and they did extremely well.
Let me be boastful for just a bit and say congratulations to Ate and Atsu. Job well done, guys. On to the next step now.
That's right. More step-down billboards go up. Oh, God. That's why she say Kamla dares others to challenge her for UNC leadership. UNC Devon getting all making mischief. Now we making mischief on you.
Oh, gosh.
Devon die a leader. More billboards were erected yesterday calling for political leader of the United National Congress, UNC, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, to step down. Listen, we ain't stupid. As head of the party. The latest were at the Macoya Wholesale Market, Laramie and Claxton Bay. The persons behind it call themselves a concerned group of UNC members and are led by former government ministers and Minister and Senator Devon Maraj. Thank you, Kamla. Stepped down 11 election losses. Oh,
So,
God.
He basically campaigning.
But she tell, anyhow, me I want to mind people business, but she tell Bastio Pandu how much time? Lost.
Yes.
This time, lost. Not me now. Woman cop on 5 fraud charges get $250,000 bail. Long wait for COVID-19 results in Tobago. La Hoquita residents protest after Susu raid. 52 new COVID cases, active cases now 2,090. A Rima man detained for wounding with intent. Cops arrest suspected gang members. WPC charge, all right. Cops sees, Rohan Sinanan says, relief coming for thousands of South commuters. Those are the stories in The Guardian.
Let's see. Now I'm trying to see for AA. Oh, so I'm a sweet spot there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You didn't know? You find it?
No, find it.
Oh, go look.
Just now, let me see. That could be me cause that. Sorry. That is me cause that. Hold on. Nice. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. It bounce out.
Uh-huh. You're frightening. Whew. What's going to happen now? Lord, oh Lord.
You get in?
No.
Just now to come back just now.
Well, I can't talk about the Guardian.
But I know what Jim like is.
Don't say that. No.
Yeah, it looking like if it's that set. Just now,
Good boy. Good boy.
Check it again and see.
It's still going by me. Ay, carajo.
This thing I ain't going.
Oh, go right doing there. I didn't want to go there. I wanted over there. Let me see like it come
Bounce
up.
it again.
Yes, no. Foot. All right. I rather hear.
So I can. This thing limited. Why they have that so? I need to get into that and fix that.
Right. So Trinidad and Tobago. Oh God, it is free to reach them. We see them last name. And it's free to read the article. Then. All you? You ready for me? I just want to say this, The Chief Justice getting on bad. And it's long overdue. So he putting everybody in their place. And not only in their place, in the right place. So I'm on the Express. Archie on air Caesar's claim to being forced to resign. Her decision was her own. Chief Justice Iwer Archie remained adamant yesterday that he never placed any undue pressure on former Chief Magistrate Marcia Ayres Caesar to tender her resignation from the High Court bench 3 years ago. In fact, the Chief Justice said, up to the point when Ayres Caesar handed over the resignation to the President on the evening of April 27th, 2017. One of the reasons he accompanied her was to lend her his support. Archie said Ayres Caesar's decision to resign as a High Court judge just 2 weeks after her appointment was solely her own, and that she was not threatened or in any way into doing so. The Chief Justice was called as a witness in the judicial review claim brought by the former judge and Chief Magistrate against the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, JLSC, of which he is chairman. Archie was questioned for close to 4 hours by Ayres Caesar, lead attorney Ramesh Lawrence Maraj SC, as she seeks to convince the presiding judge, David Harris, that the JLSC gave her no option but to resign the position or have her appointment revoked by then President Anthony Carmona. In his testimony, however, Archie said this was not so. While he agreed, he convened a meeting of the JLSC on the morning of April 27, 2017. He said no definite decision had been made by its members as to how exactly it would be resolving the issue created by Ayres Caesar when she left behind 52 incompleted matters at the Magistrates Court. Following the meeting, Archie said he met with Ayres Caesar and informed her on a personal level that she may want to consider returning to the magistracy and complete the part-heard matters she had left behind. You were telling her that the JLSC was giving her an option to resign as a judge, go back to the magistrate court and complete the part-heard matters. Otherwise, the JLSC can consider triggering Section 137 of the Constitution Maraj said. Archie responded, I am not accepting the way you phrased it. What I was conveying to her was, look, this is a serious matter. You have not formed any concluded view on whether the discrepancy in the list was deliberate or not, but on the face of it, it was a serious matter that simply couldn't be brushed aside. So I was inviting her, and I made it very clear that I was doing so in my personal view, that she might want to think about stepping off the bench, going and fixing it, because this was something that would help to restore her credibility. But the JLSC had taken no concluded position on whether or not it would trigger a disciplinary inquiry. Go back, I don't know if you want to dig back and find out, put back the Air Caesar into your computer and see if you can go back and remember the story, parts of the story, if you can.
Look for it and see.
2 lists. The list Archie spoke of were 2 lists that were submitted to him outlining the number of matters Air Caesar had left incomplete at the Port of Spain Magistrate Court. 2 days prior to her appointment, Air Caesar submitted a list that showed she left behind 28 matters. When she testified on Monday, she said that list was provided to her by the note-taking unit of the Magistrate Court. However, on or around April 25, 2017, current Chief Magistrate Maria Busby Earl Cadell did her own audit and found that Air Caesar had in fact left behind 52 part-heard matters. The following day, April 26, there was a near riot at the Magistrate Court after a group of prisoners on a charge of murder protested the possibility that the inquiry would have to be restarted afresh. Archie was asked by Maraj if the fracas, public outcry and criticism from some in the legal fraternity had a role to play in him convening the emergency meeting of the JLSC. I'm trying to remember whether I even knew about it, the fracas, on the 26th, but it would not have been a major consideration. My consideration would have been the fact that there was a discrepancy between the 2 lists and the explanation which were being given to that point were, to my mind, or were quite unsatisfactory and incredible, Archie said. Section 137 not uttered. He stated that prior to calling the meeting, he had a telephone conversation with Kamona over the issue. Before you called that meeting, did you speak to the president? Maraj asked. I believe I spoke to him. I did speak to him about the public disquiet specifically. He was concerned, of course, because it was his appointment and I had been keeping him up to date on what was doing or what I was doing. So I believe in the morning I did say to him, I will be meeting with the claimant later in the afternoon and I'll let you know how things go. Archie said the president was concerned that he was misled into issuing an instrument of appointment, but in no way attempted to even suggest to him what action should be taken. He didn't tell me what he wanted done. He wanted to know how the matter was going to be resolved, Archie said. And did you tell him, Maraj asked. Well, I did not know at that stage, so I could not tell him, which is why I said to him, after I talk to her, I will get back to him, the Chief Justice responded. Questioned further by the senior counsel, Archie said, he never informed Air Caesar that the only way a judge could be removed from office was by way of Section 137 of the Constitution. Asked why he did not do so, Archie said, I did not use the word Section 137, but I would imagine that as an experienced lawyer, she would know that a disciplinary inquiry could only take place in the context of Section 137. Kamona cried. As the cross-examination progressed, Archie continued to deny the JLSC had come to a definite decision. or that he forced Air Caesar into signing the resignation letter. This letter Mirage asking if Air Caesar had voluntarily signed the letter, why Archie felt it was necessary for him to accompany her in meeting the president to have the resignation tendered. Archie responded, I was still at that stage trying to be supportive and also in case the president had any questions, because you would recall I originally agreed to speak to the president and told the president I would speak to him during the day and apprise him of the outcome of the meeting. While in the company of the president, Archie said Air Caesar became emotional and even Kamona shed some tears. Did he tell her she should not do anything stupid like committing suicide and that she had her children to think about, Mirage asked? Yes, he gave a story about some close friends of his would have committed suicide. And he said words to the effect that, I don't want to be hearing anything like that from you. Things happen in life which we can recover from. And he did shed a couple of tears. So he did try to extend some compassion and told her, don't do anything stupid, Archie said. When the trial continues today, 3 senior judicial staff members are all expected to be cross-examined by Maharaj.
Well, I did a search in the Express itself, and I came up with a couple stories there. One says 53 criminal cases must start over due to Marcia. Marcia Mata, a travesty of justice, says judge. There's another one, CJ steers clear of Marcia mess. And Marcia dismissed kidnap cop case. High Court to hear Marcia's case. Marcia in the house. And all of these stories I'm calling here is in 2017. Air Caesar files action against JLSC. Air Caesar to cross-examine CJ. And this one was in 2019. I didn't know you could have that in the Express.
And the archives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the search in there, and there's just some of the stories that came up.
What good? Jeez,
What fun?
You see, I'm trying to get in it?
Still.
God. Oh, yo, Sharon, don't say a word. Don't say a word. Stay calm. Stay calm. Ooh. When I will get in tomorrow?
Wait, now, the same. Look at come.
Right. Oh, Papa. You have to wind it up.
No, it's something with this.
Yeah.
Whenever this plug into mine, for me to get there. I don't know what they did with this
Chief Justice Iwer Archie has repeatedly denied, this is a story now in The Guardian, that he threatened or forced former Chief Magistrate Marcia A. Caesar to resign as a High Court judge. I don't know, I'm sure all listeners out here listening would remind me or correct me. You remember when the promotion, it had a drum beating and plenty questions asking. People are going to open the lines. 342. Oh God. 0081. Wait. Hold on. Four 7426. You can call those two numbers. 475-7426 or 342-0081. Caller. Good morning. Oh, this thing cool, boy. Caller, good morning. All right. I feel...
It's on you, that was going on.
Real on me, you know. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. I want to bring something to your attention. Yesterday, in a matter with Frank Sipasa, they talk about involving a public servant in the issue by having his secretary email the letter to the CJ. How come the union can get up and talk about that? How come Duke can get up and talk about that being done to the public servant and thing? Right? We just talk about all kind of things. Right? But Duke should talk about that. And in the news today, Ms. Kamala Prasad, the assessor, say, bring on the commas Manos, she ain't going away. Have a nice day, Miss Beautiful Sharon.
Thank you very much. No, that is there. Oh. Let me see.
Or it could be the phone have gone to analog. If the phone gone to analog, that would happen.
Jeez,
you would hear back yourself. That is really network though.
Call me back, guys. Call me on the 3420081 475-7426. Oh Lord, this thing is like, guys. Ooh, come on, come on.
Because it owns you.
All right. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Miss Sharon Felix.
Good morning, Miss New Village. How are you?
Get a day up and rising on my bed, you know. Greetings to you and yours. Good morning, my brother.
Morning, my sister. Morning.
All right, greetings to everyone, the 91 family, the management, and everybody. Sharon, we just listening. I listen. You're reading there, and you see what's going on. Right, but I'm asking people in public office to really, if you're in public office, have integrity. Sometimes you drop a little low, but we thank God that you have a place where you could express yourself. And as far as what is being read this morning, this CJ is expressing himself well. Marcia Fiza, she has her hurts and whatever too, but we pray God that this thing come out the right way, that people will not get blamed for things that they did not do. And we see the trend that is going around. So he says that he did not compel her. This is before the court, so we can't go into it. Another thing, with our only leave Miss Kamala there, please. The longer she stay is the more elections the PNM will win. So if she don't want to go, a little portion.
I don't know why they don't leave the woman.
Leave the lady alone. She says she afraid nobody. She fighting them manos. Let her stay. Leave her as minister, the head of the UNC. Leave her as the everything, and let the government run. I'm asking God that there will be peace within Parliament, that the opposition will know it's not about self. Everybody is self, you know. Everything the government do, they try to discredit them. But I thank God for the person who is at the helm, Dr. Rowley. He has a mind of his own. He will take advice, but he has a mind of his own. And I believe that the government means well for this country. I heard a propaganda a few days ago on your station on the evening, where somebody calling and say the government going and cut pension. Nothing like that was said. But you're winding up people. And the whole, you know, if you're not sure, don't let him go ahead with it. But he just go ahead and they cut in the pension and they cut in and let the PNM take that. This is not a time for who. Election is over. This country has to run, and we know that this country now finance is the main thing. I am prepared to pay my taxes for my house. It's not much. Point Fonda was paying property tax long before the country started. It stopped, and I want to say I'm prepared to pay. This is the only time you would know you have a property. This is the only time you would know that this belongs to you. Pay how small it is once a year. If you can't pay, even if it's 300 and you can't pay it one time, pay quarterly. But it has to happen. We pay light bill, we pay water rate, we pay telephone bill, especially telephone bill. We could be able to pay our property tax. Have a wonderful and a blessed morning. To all those who celebrating birthdays, I wish you well. those who are in sorrow. You know, my prayers for those lives that are being lost with this pandemic. I am really, really, you know, reaching out to see that what happening in foreign countries happening here now. We don't have 60 or how much debt. And this is Trinidad. People obey the instructions. Everybody want the rum shop want to open. Everybody want things happen. Wait and let the things take its course. Have a wonderful and a blessed morning. I ain't calling in again, but I'm on and listening. When all you leave, I leave. Have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. I am seeing, I saw yesterday food support. Where did I see it? I have to be careful, you know, because me and Ibana, when they set up misinformation and fake news, I ain't want nobody call my name now. Right. So, just to give you a little bit of info at the time. But before I do that, let me just say, so the CJ is now, the Chief Justice is now speaking out, and I'm very happy for that. So guys, we wait for today to see how the rest of the matter in the court proceed. All right? So, to let you know, there's food distribution efforts, the Office of the Prime Minister, Ecclesiastical, is it that? Affairs. I could hardly see the thing. I'm trying to open it up. Which one? Yeah, okay. Welcome. Right, the City Office of the Prime Minister advised the general public that persons in need of food support should contact any of the following religious organizations at the numbers or email addresses provided in this public notice. And those are churches, and Bruce, I really can't see them. I'm not going to even venture going across there.
Is that on your page?
No, I'll share it because I open it up and it's on 250. 3, 4. I'm seeing Anglican, Baptist, Ethiopian, Hindu. What happened?
That's last year. That's what I think is on the number one.
Right.
And we did know, who did let me know that?
Oh.
Director.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right, so Trinidad and Tobago, let me go back, come out to this. Because I could hardly see anything. All right, so I'm going to share it on my page. Where did it go to? Right. Share it. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago.
35 again today.
Huh? 35 degrees today. Oh, God. Yesterday, that thing started to make that heat.
From the seaside yesterday, and that rain flooded out Cocorit, flooded out in front by Super Farm and KFC there.
Oh, Lord.
That was water.
I don't mind the water, you know, but the heat, although let the heat take its course, but oh, good boy.
Once you see the sun hot, so whenever the rain fall, it fall.
And
then we're going to look out for earthquake.
Right. So, good. Okay. So, guys, so that being said, about the, how you call it, the CJ and Caesar and so on, we will wait to hear what happens today on day 2 of the courts. I see surfers join call to reopen beaches. Let me just tell them, 81 more positive at TNT crosses 4,000 cases. Trinidad and Tobago now has 2,090 active cases of COVID-19, which 81 new cases being recorded yesterday. The Ministry of Health reported 29 new cases yesterday morning and a further 52 cases yesterday evening. It brings the total number of confirmed cases in Trinidad and Tobago since the start of the pandemic to 4,026. Yesterday, 6 more people were discharged from health facilities, bringing the number of discharged patients to 845. Additionally, the ministry said recovered community cases now stand at 1,026. This refers to persons who were previously COVID-19 positive and in self-isolation at home and subsequently met the discharge criteria and were released from self-isolation. As of yesterday morning, there were 84 COVID-19 patients hospitalized, with 3 in the intensive care unit ICU and 9 patients in the high dependency unit HDU. There are now 130 people in step-down facilities. No new deaths reported yesterday, and the death toll from the virus remains at 65. The ministry said a total of 29,600 samples have been submitted to the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, to date. I want to play something for you. But I really want to make sure that everyone is up so that I can play this for you this morning. I hope I have it here, you know. I hope I have it here. Right. So I want to take some calls, as usual, and find out who's up and listening. And yesterday that was sent to me, and I decided I'm going to play it again today. Because who want borderline to open, and who want beaches to open, and who want this and that to open, I'll play it and you will hear. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Sharon.
Morning.
This last thing I tried to get on to you. I just want to thank you for all the good work you are doing. And may God continue to bless you. But I know God have a lot in store for you. So my dear, I thank you in advance on all that you've done before. Helping the people. Sharon, may God continue to bless you and your family. Good morning to you again and to Bruce Wayne.
Thank you
all
very
the family of 921. May God bless you, my dear.
Thank you very much.
You're always in my prayer.
Thank you so kindly. And just to remind everybody, it's a team effort. Remember, I have worked together with Bruce Wayne, so it's a team effort. Yeah, thank you very much, my dear. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, Sharon.
Sour man, where you went, boy? You missing in action?
Always listening, always locked on, sis. Always locked on, but some of them presentations you don't be coming with has really raised the pressure. So that's how to pat down. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the titles of democracy. Locked on as usual, little sis.
Thank you very much.
Oh, God. Oi, mano. Mommy sauce. Morning. Get up.
Hello, morning.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Felix. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning.
First time caller here.
Where you calling
Miss
from?
Felix.
Where you calling from?
Is it possible? I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Welcome.
Is it possible, when you get a chance, can you give the head of the DSS group a chance to explain himself about this money pyramid scheme thing? Because the boy, he's tired of being slandered, his name being slandered. It's not a scheme because everybody gets in the money.
Mm.
They get in their money and they have the receipt and the proof. So I don't know why Gigi is making a huge accusation, and most of his officers in it too. So I don't know why.
You have a number for the person?
I do actually.
Would you be so kind as to WhatsApp it to myself?
Of course. No problem.
726
I hope you guys
4685. That's my number.
Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you so kindly. Okay. Just remember, it's 726 4685. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Sharon. Morning, Brucey.
Morning, Miss Gloria.
Morning to everybody. Word boy. I know that. I had some bad days, boy. It's been like that. I don't know where.
Thank you.
But I can't do anything.
Thank you very much, Miss Gloria. We're taking calls.
All right, God. Oh, Miss Sharon, you have to excuse me, morning for everybody, because like sometimes I'm not here.
Okay.
So have a blessed day. God bless you. Locked on and listening.
Okay, my dear. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Sharon.
Good morning.
And Mr. Bruce.
Good morning.
I come through with the little lady and tell you, you're working hard. Yeah, for us Trinidad and Tobago. You're working very hard. So know when the people come and tell you all kind of things, don't take them on. You know where you're up to and know what you're doing for Trinidad and Tobago, including Prime Minister and everybody. Have a pleasant morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Tobago locked on?
All the time.
Excellent.
Loud and clear.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Miss Sharon.
Good morning, Mr. Archer.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Good morning, Mr. Archer.
Good morning, Mr. Prime Minister, Dr. Pete Rowley and your wife, your family. Good morning, my good friend, Mommy Sauce. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Reggie. The political leader of Tobago, Ms. Davidson, Celestine, and everybody, my chief secretary, Mr. Dennis. Sharon,
yeah,
and Bruce.
Oui.
I just say all you're telling me about Peacock.
Peacock, boy.
I was just telling me about Peacock. I ain't saying nothing. Nobody ain't saying nothing.
You're right.
But I want to tell you, we have Peacock in Tobago.
Mm.
We have Peacock going up in Charlottesville. There's a gentleman with some Peacock. We have plenty of Peacock in French, but they go on. So you hear all everybody at Carl tell away about Peacock. But when we tell you, if you trouble my dog, I go trouble your cat. Everybody start to talk all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That is a speech ban thing that we have in Tobago. That is a speech ban. Speech, not speech ban. But the woman has tell me that about laptop, I go look for Peacock. Madam, I go tell you about something where you're not going to like.
Oh, God.
Because if they tell you, I look for glass, and you look for bottle. You will start to talk all kind of something. You will tell me I look for Peacock, and me tell me I look for glass, or I look for a goose. If the goose gray or black, you will go talk all kind of things. But let me left you. Woman. Woman, I left you. You do what you want to do, I also go do what I want to do. Dr. Rowley will stop here and stagger all of your generation. That's what we go talk to Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
He will be there to stagger all your generation and to give all your problems. Mr. Finance Minister, bring on the property tax please. Because we want to know.
I want to pay my taxes and know my land is.
Sharon, we want to know me them your own land. When you're going to Tiantec, I want to tell people, when you're going to Tiantec to connect lights, they're asking for tax paper.
Mm-hmm.
2009 tax paper. People, although they allow them people to get big estate and big houses, mansion, all kind of things to tell all those stupidness, foolishness, that property tax going to suffer you. You can't pay more than $50 and $25 and all kind of things for people to see. But them telling you property tax will affect you. Will you get for them to affect you?
And they're leaving Trinidad and Tobago to pay the small property tax and confuse us. And they're going to America and other places and paying US $2,000 and all them kind of thing a year for property tax.
Sharon, my sister, I have relatives in England and America. And them in England say you have to pay tax for everything. Them in America say you have to pay tax for everything. If you when you're walking on the road, you're paying tax for that. And when they come here now, they go in, they pay the tax. Build some small house, big house like where they have here. And they come in now and quarrel to pay the tax, property tax. Mr. Embert, bring on the property tax, please, so that I will know nobody can seize my land. And anybody quarreling, anytime you hear a man quarreling about police, it's because they are criminal with their things. Anytime you hear a man stand up on the and say, look, police, it's because they are a criminal or thief. Something wrong somewhere, Mr. Embert. Bring on don't pass this budget without property taxes. Don't pass this budget without property tax. And these people using the small man small man who have very little to organize a big thing. So I'm calling on the nation. Please, stand up for the property tax, please. Thank you, Sharon, and continue. God put you here for a purpose, and once you serve the purpose, right, you'll be going to heaven.
Thank you very much, Mr. Archer. All right, guys, so we on the countdown for the ads, and then we go to the headline newscast. Wake up, Gil, wake up. We go to the newscast. Do not shift your dial. When we come back, I will play that clip for you. I will do that.
Streets, because we talk to the streets.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
There is nothing better than seeing your child happy, and the decision to create happy moments is yours. Lactogen 3 with L. Comfortis helps you nurture that happiness with probiotics that helps you protect their tummy, vitamins and minerals for growth, and DHA for their brain development. Lactogen 3, growing up happy. Lactogen 3 growing up is not a breast milk substitute. It is specially suited for young children from 1 year onward.
Babe, you fell asleep? All right, I'm going, okay? Bye.
No, yeah. So what are you doing tomorrow?
Get that talk to your girl until you fall asleep experience with Digicel. You asked for it. Now here it is. All our new Digicel 30-day prepaid plans come with unlimited Digicel talk. No contracts, no surprise charges. Sign up today, forget about it. New Freedom prepaid 30-day plans, only from Digicel.
Men, women, tired of the invasive, painful old methods of testing prostate and breasts?
The Institute of Health and Fitness Clinic and Wellness Center offers comprehensive and non-invasive diagnostic testing, which indicates the nature and extent of diseases and tests your nutritional levels. Our quick testing can identify early signs of problems by evaluating many of the bodily functions, such as male and female sexual function, gastrointestinal function, liver function, kidney function, thyroid function, heart and brain function, and also cancer testing. Results are comparable with other medical lab tests without the use of needles or embarrassing specimen cups, and is pain-free. We also offer all natural treatments. Visit us now at number 79 St. Vincent Street, Tunapuna, or call 492-7397 or 289-6363.
Now open at the Guayco Shopping Complex opposite Blue Mountain, Eastern Main Road, Sangre Grande.
It's not just books and stationery to think about this semester. You need to invest in your eyesight. Get ready to go back to school with A+ eyewear from Value Optical and Trend Optics. Save from 30 to 50% off each complete spectacle for you and your family. Ensure that your eyes are protected with the best in lens technology and quality frame designs this semester. Conditions apply. See in store and online for more details. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Keeping your micro, small, or medium-sized business connected is more important than ever. Whether it's in the office, in the waiting room, or between the aisles, there is a solution for you. Keep yourself and your customers online with unlimited internet and Wi-Fi access, and get 24/7 technical support. With a personalized account manager, there's always someone to advise you as your business grows and your needs change. Starting from $199 per month, pay a year in advance and get 3 months absolutely free with our convenient online and offline payment options. So don't wait. Call us today at 320-8006. Green Dot. improving and simplifying lives.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy. Wow. Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the street 919 FM every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Reyes Clark, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:15. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. You'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
But wait, who's sending me this text? Hurricane warning, be prepared? Denzel, stop washing the car! A hurricane coming!
Mona, calm down. We just need to prepare. We must stock batteries and candles and charge our emergency lights in case we lose power.
That means we have to arrange a backup supply for Daddy respirator.
Yes, and before the storm hits, we must unplug all our electrical equipment. If we need to evacuate, remember to shut off the electricity at the main panel.
Yes, because you know here there's flood. Come. Let us move the appliances upstairs. Come.
Us, okay.
Wait! Denzel, don't unplug them thing with your wet hand. Yourself.
Yes, Mona.
This hurricane season, when preparing for an emergency, don't forget your electricity. TNTech, the power to make it work.
Come talk with us.
Real issues, hard talk,
real talk on the street 919 FM.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Sharon Felix.
And I am Jason Thomas.
And this is our 7 a.m. major news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, soldier among 9 held as Lahokita Pyramid crashes. Ministry to reclaim farmlands not used for agriculture. Petrochemical giant Nutrient closes TAT plant indefinitely. And internationally,
NASA outlines plans for first woman on moon by 2024.
And now for the details. Police seized millions of dollars at a house located at Phase 1, La Hoqueta, on Tuesday and arrested 9 people, including a soldier. According to police, the money recovered was part of a pyramid scheme. However, people involved in the scheme says the money was part of a susu. A statement from the TTPS said several individuals had assembled outside the house in breach of the public health ordinance regulations to collect their susu hand. Police Commissioner Gary Griffith is again warning the public against pyramid schemes. He said when the police received a tip-off, they will find the location and seize the money, and that would mean people would lose their hard-earned money they invested in these schemes. The Finance Intelligence Branch of the TTPS has joined the investigations. In other news, the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries has warned people who are using the state's agriculture land for non-agricultural purposes that they will face the full brunt of the law. Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries Clarence Rambarat said those who would have received lease to use state lands for agriculture purposes but have not done so are in breach. He said the ministry would now be moving aggressively to reclaim those lands for redistribution. During a small lease distribution of land ceremony yesterday, the Agriculture Minister thanked the recipients for their patience and indicated that Cabinet had dealt with a number of leases during the COVID-19 period. The minister said he expects to see more leases being distributed to people throughout the country in due course. In more news, petrochemical giant Nutrient announced Tuesday the indefinite closure of one of its 4 ammonia plants in Trinidad. Layoffs of 50 workers are expected effective October 30th. This suspension of operation is in response to market conditions and lower global prices for ammonia. The Canadian headquartered company said in a statement on its website, according to reports, the plant in question to be shuttered will be PCS3. Nutrient's managing director Ian Walcott said the first adjustment will be offering a voluntary separation package to workers, which should be settled by October. Beyond that, if it becomes necessary, the company said it may have to look at voluntary separation. The company's other 2 plants in the associated area facility will continue to operate at maximum capacity. And now for a look at international news with Jason Thomas.
The U.S. Space Agency, NASA, has formally outlined its $28 billion plan to return to the moon by 2024. But the agency's timeline is contingent on Congress releasing $3.2 billion for building a landing system. As part of a program called Artemis, NASA will send a man and a woman to the lunar surface in the first landing with humans since 1972. Astronauts will travel in an Apollo-like capsule called Orion that will launch on a powerful rocket called SLS. Speaking on Monday afternoon at NASA, a NASA administrator said the $28 billion represents the cost associated for the next 4 years in the Artemis program to land on the moon. And that was a look at our international news for this morning.
Thank you, Jason Thomas. And now for a look at the weather. For the period today until midnight, Trinidad and Tobago and the remainder of the Lesser Antilles, predominantly hot and sunny conditions, despite some showers developing by late morning in a few areas. There is the 40% medium chance of heavy showers or thunderstorms, mainly over northern and western areas of Trinidad during the early morning, or early afternoon, Tonight will be mostly settled. Gusty winds and street flash flooding may accompany heavy showers and thunderstorms. Seas moderate, waves 1.5 to 2 meters occasionally, 2.5 meters in leewards in open waters, less than 1 meter occasionally choppy in the leewards islands in sheltered areas. It is currently 35 degrees Celsius in Piaco and 35 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. And now for a recap of our headlines. Soldier among 9 held as La Hoqueta pyramid crashes. Ministry to reclaim farmlands not used for agriculture. Petrochemical giant nutrient closes TNT plant indefinitely. And internationally,
NASA outlines plan for first woman on the moon by 2024.
You've just heard our 7 a.m. newscast on the street at 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. Stay tuned for Tobago News at 9. I am Sharon Felix.
And I'm Jason Thomas.
Good morning.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
From alongside dangerous, we taking we chances. So we not afraid to get blank, forget about rank. We taking we chances. If you get us up like a fly, no need to cry. Why cry? Go for your ball. If you're feeling the wine on somebody, go brave, go brave. Do something, don't let it get away. Go brave, go brave. Don't be scared, you got to have belly. Go brave, go brave. Take a chance, you just might be lucky. Go brave. These days the ladies love to make style and they love to say no, no. They love to say no, no. They love to say they're blanking you with a smile and they telling you go, go. They telling you go, boy. Boy, get away when the music take over. We can't control ourselves. We feel for a little wine, put the problems up on the shelf. They keep on teasing we, attempting we in the dance. So tonight, it's time to advance. So if you're feeling the wine on somebody, go brave, go brave. Do something, don't let it get away. Go brave, go brave. Don't be scared, you got to have belly. Go brave, go brave. Take a chance, you just might be lucky. Go brave, go brave. I say up in the road, go brave. And up in the dance, go brave. Up on the toes, go brave. And up on the pants, go brave. Up in the fed, wine till you wet. Out on the streets, out on the feet. Up in a pose, tight up and close. Go brave, go brave, go brave, go brave, go brave. If you're feeling the wine on somebody, go brave, go brave. Do something, don't let it get away. Go brave.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago be going brave today, you know. Today is Wednesday.
Take a chance, you just might be lucky.
23rd of September, 2020.
Dated and shy if she cooler than snow. If she cooler than snow, girl, how you cool so? She might hesitate for a while, but you will never know, boy. You will never know why.
I'm doing like a radical.
Although I might tell you different by the end of the day. Just
Well, you have to make up your mind.
Yes, I will. And I will do so by lunchtime.
All right. I'm seeing bandits threaten to kill boy 5-year-old. Days after withdrawing $70,000 from a Vancouver family has been robbed of the cash and their vehicle. A man placed a gun to the head of the 5-year-old child of the family and threatened to kill him if his family did not hand over cash and the keys to their vehicle on Sunday night. Even as the child wept and begged for his mother to be released, the intruder cocked the firearm and told his family to keep him quiet or he would be killed. And in a twist at the end of the ordeal, the same gun-toting man apologized to the victim and claimed he had robbed them to put food on his own family's table. The crime happened at the home of the family of 4 at Phase 1 Exchange Lots, Couva. The child's 29-year-old mother said she and her son lived with her parents and her uncle and aunt came to their home to drop off coconuts for her son when around 9:35 p.m. the criminals ambushed them in the yard. But how they know they have money? Or it's just a random?
Probably.
I just saw it and I felt I should read it. And I'm seeing Venezuelans still coming in. 40 arrive, elude police. Under the cloak of darkness, a pirogue with some 40 Venezuelan nationals landed on a remote shoreline in Erin on Sunday night. Coast Guard are telling all you. You feel you could go into Venezuela just so I telling all you. At my younger age, I used to sing with a band. We were on a You know, they say have a boat going between Trinidad and Margarita and thing for people to go sell. We had a performance on the boat. They do a kind of thing, so we perform on the boat. Mr. Man, when we reach on the outskirts of Venice, it's called Caripono. As you reach, the soldiers come aboard to check with your visa and to make sure and to check the boat and thing. And when you come out and you're going to shop, they're all behind you. You can't make a move, you know. Oh, I don't know. We don't, you know, you see me? You come in here and we have our own story going on. Yep. We already have Venezuelans here that we have to account for. There is no more room. Cheese on. And we saw somewhere in a grocery when they have somebody stuck up a whole grocery. Come on, man. Look, all you. I want to get vexed and cuss today. Eh? I want to behave good. Good news. Let me say good morning to Minister Stuart Young. The Immigration Division of the Ministry of National Security is moving ahead with fully digitizing and upgrading its system to make it easier and safer for people applying for their passport. This is real facts, real news, no fake news here. Soon to come on stream will be a service allowing the home delivery of passports via TT Post courier service. This was announced by Minister of National Security Stuart Young during a press conference yesterday. He described the division's first phase initiative as a positive step. Young said the Immigration Division had upgraded its system during the stay-at-home provisions in April, and the delivery of passports to a person's home was one of the first initiatives he agreed with when they presented it to him back then. Immigration also shifted its resources to clear the backlog of passport production, he added. I am pleased to announce that the entire backlog has been cleared and systems have now been put in place to have passports ready for issuing between 5 to 10 days. Woo! I could jump up on top here. I could jump up and walk and dance on top. 5 days, 5 to 10 days. Currently, there are 48,000 passports ready for delivery, and the production unit at Immigration is processing passport application in a much faster period, Young said. He also disclosed that the appointment process has been vastly improved, with appointments being available within 1 to 2 weeks via the online appointment system. Thank you, Jesus. But where we taking passport to go? Where we going with passport?
I mean, my mother done say already. I leave it to all you. I love you, mommy. No, around this time she not here, you know.
Well, you see, God has worked things in mysterious ways.
Granny gonna be 96. Saturday coming.
So people reported that it took a period of 1 month to 3 months. This is now down to 1 to 2 weeks, Young said. Young said on average between 600 to 800 applications for passport are received daily. One of the next initiatives that we are moving towards is having a full online application and delivery process. So one of the next things immigration is already looking at is that you can apply online in future, pay for your passport online, and then TT Post will deliver the completed passports, he said. Excellent. Woo!
You pay for passports online, part of the fixed.
Hello, wait, hold on. Just now, let me tell you. I ain't advocating for no banker, but you know, First Citizen is my bank. You know that there's a new, you know, you have to be by the 31st of December, your old debit card will not be able to use.
I remember you was telling me something about
you need to go in and get the new one. It's sweet too bad, and it's a chip.
Let me see what time of the
So,
month it is now.
wait now, hold on now. So you could do online transaction for Trinidad and Tobago with it.
Alright, so I could swipe my thing. You see how everybody just work hand in hand and the thing that's meshed.
Morning, Denise, and morning, Gabby. Gabriella Atwell.
Call me the swipe king.
Denise Patterson. All you know, I always First Citizen is my bank. They're my real bank. I love them, they love me. Another initiative being explored with Chief Immigration Officer Charmaine Gandhi Andrews and her staff, he said, is the eventual reopening of the borders and how it is to be done. We need to start planning for the eventual opening of the borders, and I've already spoken to the Minister of Transport, Juan Sinanan, on how we do it, Young said. We are going to look at the computerization and the use of biometrics from an immigration perspective, and the doing away of physical immigration forms.
Lady forms you sign on the plane.
After the first phase and proof of the success of the TT Post Courier service, Young said immigration will move to applications by mail, offering it to citizens over 60 years old because they don't have to pay for their passports.
Mommy up!
Papa, yo. And that was an initiative of the PNM government. Oh, they don't like men, I know that. So you realize I moved from the CJ because I don't want nobody to go into the people business because it's before the court.
Yes.
But I just read it because it's current news, and to let you know, the CJ hitting back hard. He pushing back with a force. Left him. So guys, as promised, let me play this for you. For all of you all who want the surfers joining call to reopen beaches, I want to play this for you to listen. Listen.
This family is dealing with a lot. 43-year-old John Place is back home today after surviving COVID-19 and blaming his son for giving him the virus.
I knew where I got it from. We were all being careful, but one person in my house thought it's more important to go hang out with some friends.
The shame 21-year-old Nicholas felt was profound. Do you have regrets for sort of not listening to your parents and going out?
Of course, I have a ton of regret.
From day one of the pandemic, the Place family of Plantation, Florida was super cautious.
Just make sure everybody's nice and clean, okay?
Including Nick, until he went to a friend's party without a mask. A few days later, he felt sick.
I thought I just had a cold. I didn't say anything.
COVID-19 spread quickly through the family. By a show of hands, how many of you got sick from coronavirus? Everyone but 22-year-old Kaylin. On Father's Day, John was rushed to a hospital where doctors placed him on a ventilator. He was in a medically induced coma for 3 weeks. His wife, Michelle,
Him being on the ventilator and having to make that decision to try to save his life and not knowing if indeed it would work, you know, it was so scary.
the bitterness he felt spewed out in this social media posting that went viral.
This is real. I'm here. I was fighting for my life because somebody in my house didn't wear a mask and decided to go out and have fun.
Nicholas was overwhelmed with guilt.
This man right here is literally like my rock. You know, this is a man that's brought me up, took care of me, supported me, and, you know, loved me all throughout my 21 years of living.
All right. I'm alive.
John was hospitalized for 45 days. He had to relearn everything from bathing himself to walking again.
1, 2, 3. I got it. I can stand from a sitting position. I'm very lucky. You know, I had great doctors and nurses, and they saved my life.
One minor misstep can lead to serious consequences.
I feel a great deal of shame. I just know I could have done better, and I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't make the right call.
Today, the message they want to relate is a family coming together in forgiveness.
We're a close family. I love him so much. You know, I just hope that he learned from this.
Trinidad and Tobago, I hope that you heard that. I am hoping that we understand the seriousness, and it's not just hearing it, people. It's seeing the condition and the state of the gentleman. You're fighting for your life. Not just that alone, we have to really pray, boy. Some of us forgetting some of us forgetting that. Let me tell you something, Bruce, that I came to a conclusion. It ain't no fete and party and this and that to go to. Did you miss it? Ask a question. Are you missing it? Are you missing all the party and the lime and the dine? You're missing it?
I'm missing the money.
You're missing money to make. But are you, let us be real here. It's either that or you survive. Whichever one.
In light of what it is going on, the parties for me is not missed because we done had the parties and then what? I could have come home a day or come to work or call you in the morning and say, Sharon Gill, I think I need to go and get tested. That ain't making no sense. That ain't making no sense at all.
People.
The parties will come back, you know. Everything is gonna come back, you know. We just have to be patient.
We playing the fool. So you want to open back the beach and open back the bars and do whatever. Pick up your thing and go your way. We are a society that like too much a lime. Not me, nah. I present my God. Not me today. I ain't able with that. I not missing nothing. I could play some music home and put on yesterday. My grandchildren and them come. So I was on this YouTube site where they're telling you to go out and vote. Okay. Michelle Obama all the day were on and so you know your girl. And so always listen to that site. So I was on yesterday in the group then, girl singing and music sweet. All these, you know. All these back in time, hip hop and all these, you know. Each DJ coming on and they doing their part. But in reminding people to go out and register to vote. Yeah. Register so that you're eligible to vote or cast your vote. However, I can't remember the whole thing, but I shared it and a couple people came on and, you know. So Trinidad and Tobago, it is more even harder that we try to do the right things. So I'm going to open the lines. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Republic Day in Trinidad and Tobago. And I want to say early Republic holiday to all of us. So we opening the lines to take your calls. And I find the callers and them, I don't know where they're gone.
That's the next thing too. You know, I forget tomorrow's Republic Day.
You forget that?
I talking about the show tomorrow, how I was stage going and happen for this whole kind of space, and it's like, you know why, Sharon?
Yeah.
Because normally you also are telling you, Sharon, girl, I have to play so well.
Yeah, so because you had to play no way, you ain't talking. But let me just remind all you for this Republic weekend, which is tomorrow, starting from tomorrow.
From tonight.
Tonight,
yes.
Iwer Stage and Fund Me TT presents. Wednesday, that's today?
Yeah.
The 23rd, 8 p.m. till we have worship featuring Brandon Bess. Republic Night Thursday, September 24th, the Garbage Band Man, Farmer Nappy at 8 p.m. Friday night, September 25th at 8 p.m. is Calypso Night. We have Brother Mudada. We close off the weekend on Sunday 27th with Reggae Sunday featuring Ziggy Rankin. Iwer Stage will be live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, Neil Iwer George Facebook page, Iwer TV and the Street on YouTube. Tune in and be a part of this dynamic series of concert. Iwer Stage one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music, Pantrin Bagel and used store Lady Hales Avenue in San Fernando. So you have a whole weekend from tonight. We start the weekend. Some people just have 5 days. I not make it out the 5 days. 5-day weekend. And we're moving on. Caller, good morning.
A blessed morning, Miss Sharon Felix.
Good morning to you, sir.
Morning.
Loyal listeners and callers. Miss Felix, Mr. Bruce, Gary Griffith know what tree to climb up on. I think it's about 2 months ago. They went up in Arima themselves and take the man money, and they had was to give him it back. They went some other place again, take people money, and they had to give them it back. Because if Gary Gifford don't know business, and if you don't want small man to have business with money, and they always have to stay broken as a cockroach, Gary Gifford, look at the trees you're climbing up on. You don't climb up on a Google Beth tree. They show us a Google Beth tree. You stay away. You let all your officers go there. This one, you on the trail. You on the trail now. If you was watching you, you're looking to go at trees where you know you could climb. Stop it. No, Miss Bisessa. You tell Baz,
wait, caller, hold on.
Yeah.
While I hear you, and I want to stay out of this whole situation, I want to also guide you to the Moneylenders Act. And I want us to be careful in our discussions. You know why? There's I'm not too sure, and any police officer out there listening to me or any legal mind can call to correct me or give me the information. There's a certain amount of money
I understand all
that you're supposed to have in your possession in your home.
Yes.
Just as a certain amount of alcohol.
Yes.
So we must be careful.
Right.
While we want to condemn and while we want to, all you know, I just talk real.
I just don't like the action, Miss Felix.
I don't have no problem. I have, because I'm going to tell you something, and I am real. So is what make me buy a lot of things in my lifetime. I have no problem with that. But there's a rule of law that we have to follow. And if we're not following the rule of law, we will get into trouble and problems.
I
Remember, we have something called the FIU. And that is why we cannot go to the bank and deposit the big sums of money. Remember, we condemn other people for doing things in the past. When they went to the bank with $70 million and take it out next day, remember, I come here and talk about it. I can't be double standard. We have to be careful what we're doing.
Well, Miss Felix,
that's all I say.
$70 million, you talk about that $70 million. What happened to that?
I don't know.
I
never hear about it.
Thank you very much.
And I say, not me, I ain't talking, because that $70 million might turn to a needle and choke me.
Right. So let me just continue with two more points. One more point. Miss Bisessa, you tell Mr. Pandey he lost 4 elections and it's time to go and all this kind of different things. Now you're saying, I ain't going, no way. Manos. You want you want opposition. Miss Bisessa, according to IPNM, stay right there and you go lost again. Thank you very much, Miss Felix.
But that what she want. She don't care about winning no seat right now. Thank you very much. Mrs. Crosby?
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Bruce. Good morning, everybody. You know, at one time, when I call, I turn my radio off, and I am here till saying morning, and I keep saying, Sharon. Sometimes I turn up the radio just to realize you're talking to somebody else. But anyhow, what I want to say, a little reflection. Now, since with this COVID, if this government wasn't in place, what would have happened to us if another government was in place now? Think. Another thing, PNM gave, when you refer to the passport, how things developed and how many days and, due to technologies and all of that stuff. PNM gave free education and it is last thing. It's right up. We not pretend drop off. And many other things they did to develop this country. And I want to know, within a period of 2010 to 2015, I want to know what did they do to carry on in a lasting way to say, well, okay, this is what they did. But what I could remember is the laptops that they taught this morning. The laptops came, and as they came, they went. Water for all. As soon as this government came in, people still complaining for water. Up to now, they still can't get water for all. And this is what they said they did. Water treatment plant, I don't know if it must be gone in the sea. So I am wondering if this COVID was under that government, how we would have managed to give people rental money, gas money for vehicles, salary, all these things the government put in place. And I want to tell people, all of you or all of us, I may include myself because I have to go to the grocery, who going out there and especially going and partying and doing things and meddling up and all of that. So when you catch the COVID, it's a murder weapon. When you go home, you're going to murder all those who hope and put that in all your mind and on all your brain and live with it. COVID is a weapon to commit murder. Okay, bye. You hear me?
Yes, my dear. Thank you very much. I have to consult my lawyer. My bush lawyer have here. Caller, good morning. I'm trying to get the right caller, good morning. The right place to find this information. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Sean. I want to make 2 points this morning, boy. You see that thing you're talking about with the FIU? Yeah, the pyramid scheme money with the money we get still. I want to remind people that a lot of people did what they want. When a certain credit union came out, everybody here, they gained 5 times the shares that everybody run. It looked nice. And when the Mercedes fans, everybody come crying to the government when people was warning them about certain things.
Caller, go to the head of the class.
Right? Everybody running. Yeah, thing went back and all happened. Oh God, you always calling on minister, the big woman crying, they lose their house and the papers highlighting that. So everybody want to think about when this mess hits is the government. So the government have a responsibility to protect the citizens of this country. So all of them who figure, well, there's a fight-on thing and there's a fight-on thing. All them know it is all they're saying. History repeating itself again.
But caller.
Yes, go ahead, Mr.
There's a certain amount of money that a moneylender can lend, and so
yes,
on.
I believe so. Yes.
There's a legal moneylender, eh?
Yes.
That's one. And there's a certain amount of money you can have in your premises. I'm trying to find it here. Because you have to account for it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you have to account for where the money comes from. And we have the FIU now operating. Now here, I have no problem with people wanting to put in a certain amount of money and get back more of it. I have no problem with that. But this thing has, we come in, we jumping, but let me tell you something. I want to be so real and honest here. I have no problem with that. And don't jump into about, oh, poor people, and you can't be poor. You cannot be poor if you're taking $9,090 to $100 and putting it in a man's hand. You can't be poor.
Exactly.
You can't be poor if you're taking your last $2 and putting it in somebody, and that's not a bank. Because if that person fall down and dead in the morning, where your money? So don't put poor in that.
Exactly. And another issue I want to deal on before I go, Ms. Felix. I tuned into our radio station by accident this morning, and I don't know, after this election gone, you're not like it burning a lot of people's chest, you know. You're not, all they're doing is African people, they go suffer, and it's them who suffer. So I want to find out if you don't have poor East Indian people in Pinal, Barakpur, all over this country. This is the level of the rugged statement they're making against African people.
I could tell you. I could tell you, I've said it here.
I want them to know there are hundreds of African attorneys at law, professionals, African people in the government service who are doing very well. We're not hungry.
Caller, let me add to it. Hold on. We saw for the COVID how many African professionals they have who are coming and speaking to us on a daily basis. Dr. Hines, Dr. Trotman, and the list goes on. Come on. No.
Yeah, exactly. So African people want to be proud of themselves, and just set away all this kind of pitiful, all be pride, have pride in all the self-support on your own, and do what is right. Sean, I love and listening.
Thank you very much. A money lender cannot operate like a bank. While I real passionate and think about things with people and they pour their money. Yeah, because sometimes, listen, I remember I get myself in some kind of situation in my younger state and I try to turn over some money. Boy, Rose, mistake in my life. Never me again, ever in life to do them thing. Never me.
I have been in some susus and I bought a lot of stuff with that.
I in my susue. You have 10 hand. Every month you put in that $1,000. When you get your hand, you get $10,000. And you see this thing where you put in $350, you get back $700, and your thing reinvest, and you get. So how you getting that money? Is it that the money going into something and growing interest into the money market scheme and thinking? We have to watch that people all your you know, while I feeling it for the people who money's inside of there, the people and them who looking for the money. But all you have to be careful and think of what you're doing too. I'm not getting myself in that. And the thing just crash quick.
And?
Because let me tell you, when the first set of, it's a flower, you know. When the first set of people come in, you hear the man say, remember when I read it? They're going in water. If you can't swim, you ain't going to find land, you know. I'm not doing that.
This morning I traveling, coming to work there. And,
I hear you when I call you.
And the driver and
hold on for me, Brian.
Talking about that. And she's saying, well, I now join too because it now starts. And in my mind is like,
but that's how it start.
All you're talking about how you're always seeing people losing and always still running into this thing.
I tell you, look, Jakes does remind me, say, me and that, I lost my money. People going in the bank and taking loan, they're going and taking out their last bit of money. A friend of mine, I ain't calling on him, good morning, he must be listening. He said $92,000 again, $73,000. Blah, 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 blah. Hear me, I'm going down the road and I start to come to me. I go and take my $92,000 or whatever and get that. I say, I could go in the bank and take a loan and get the same $73,000 and pay back the people and their money. Because when I get that, listen, let me tell all of this. When you get that in your hand, and the pyramid crash and a man decide to go mad and come and look for everybody who was in it, and you hear, next thing you hear, 13 people get shoot. Not me now, all you, not me. I ain't taking that chance. Call her, good morning. I ain't care. You can't be poor and taking out your little bit of money and giving it to somebody in the hand to hold. Who don't have, yes, a money lender, okay, fine. But where you stashing my money? In the house? If the house catch a fire, if somebody run in the house and besides the police, all you mad or what? Yes, I'm Brian, not me now. Not Brian, let me tell you this. You know, long time when you go circus and thing, they say have a thing spinning wrong and you're putting money on it. First, I don't like the laws. I changing the dollars into 25 cents and I paying on everyone. And it's been and I'm winning, I'm getting back my money. Hear me? Me lost my money. When I check it, man, when I done play the game, I the same money I wish you did. I ain't increased no way. Not me.
You ever lose money when you turn your back and you're walking away, you don't know what direction you're walking in?
You want to cry?
You're walking aimlessly and people talking to you and you hear nobody.
But let me tell you.
How much money you lost?
Let me tell you, the other day, I say, I see a thing advertising, I go on to buy a package for something. I say, I go in and look to see if I could jump into this thing. Boy, not reading the thing good. When I reach home now, put everything together, I had to go out now to get to legal affairs to get some documents. When I look, the thing is 10 o'clock the next morning. Hear me? I start to cry. Hear my grandson. No, what? I see my head hurting me. I lost my $1,000. Yeah. So how you mean you lost it all? I say, oh God, pain. I sit down in that corner and I vex. When I watch across, my son watch me. I say, nah, I have to work hard and make back that $1,000.
If we have hard.
Oh, God, no, man. Don't try it, man. You go on and take $9,200. That's nearly $10,000, you know. And you had a man in your hand. Why go tell you when you hand me? Thank you very much, sir.
And you know the man from A to B.
A friend tell you about it. So here now, the friend going in, and the friend had to bring two people when them going in, because there are two people that have to pay them, you know.
Yes.
And when you go and I take Bruce and I take Brian and Bruce had to bring two people, because that's how you getting paid, you know. And it continues.
Bruce had that patience.
So if when Brian, I take Brian and Bruce and they may understand and they can't get two people to come, you are no money to get.
It's hard to convince people.
In this COVID-19 season?
But you could tell that man, listen, give me $9,000 now, partner, and they go win money. You watching you like you're mad? Good morning, Miss Felix. Good morning, Bruce, and morning, listeners and callers. Morning, Miss Crosby. I want to remind people, I want to piggyback on what Miss Crosby said this morning. That lady is a very wise lady, you know. I would love to meet her one of these days when I go to Tobago. I listen to her every time she speaks. Miss Crosby, you miss out one little thing which is very important. You have to recall, people get on with the government, but people forgetting something, you know. Petrotrin had a loan to pay back in 2019 August of $850 million US, and it was threatened that if they did not pay back all of the money at once, that the country, not just the company alone, the country was going to be downgraded. The company didn't have the money, and the government didn't have the money. Now listen, tying this all into COVID, listen to this. So I want to let a picture if this government wasn't in power, because other governments was kicking the can down the road. Remember that? What was said? They didn't want to deal with Petrotrin. They didn't want to tell 5,000 people, listen to me, we're going to pay all your off and all you have to go home, and we're going to restructure the company, which was done. They didn't want to do it that way because they were studying votes. They didn't want to buy the bullet. They never wanted to. The same thing they did with the sugarcane factory. People must remember these things. When we were paying $2 billion a year to keep the sugarcane factory running. And people have to understand that if UNC was in power and they didn't close down Petrotrin, they would have had to borrow money, which I don't know whether they get it from, or take money from somewhere, maybe from the Heritage and Civilization, to pay the $850 million US, because they were not going to shut down the refinery. And if they had done so, where would we be today? Because today the refinery would have been running. They would have still had to give the refinery money to purchase feedstock. Because that is what was happening, you know. They were giving the refinery money to purchase crude, raw crude, to keep the refinery going, because the refinery wasn't making any money. And where would we be today with COVID around right here, and whether we have to borrow money to help to keep people going when they're losing the jobs and all these sorts of things? We would have been in a worse state. In other words, the people in the refinery would have been sent home without a cent in the pocket. And that is the difference between the UNC and the PNM government that God blessed us on 2015 and put them in power, because the Lord recognized, Lord, you know, He recognized, you see, all you want to keep the can down the road, all they going to crash this country. That is what we have to remember. It was almost $5 billion TT that the company had to find to pay back. And don't forget, they have another payment to make in 2022. So it's not a matter of simply saying, okay, listen, COVID come and the government borrowing money. Yes, because they can afford to borrow now, because they have restructured the refinery and they are paying back the loan through Heritage and Paria. And people went home with money in the pocket. Don't people didn't go with money, you know. Some went home with millions of dollars. I keep repeating that. Do not be fooled by the UNC telling poor people are kicking their tail and things so bad. No, it's not true. People, yes, they're restructuring how they spend the money now simply because of COVID and all of these things, and refineries down, and there's no turnover of funds as rapidly as it used to be when the refinery and so on was running. I agree. But at the end of the day, it would have been worse for Trinidad and Tobago. And it's not just people in South that suffer or the refinery. It would have been the country. And that is what we have to understand. It's not just about taking the can down the road and let somebody else see about that and making excuses. Something had to be done. And Dr. Keith, Christopher Rowley did the right thing. I will keep repeating that. Regardless of what they say, East-West Corridor, do not worry with them. Because, right, look at the fighting amongst themselves now. The same person that was lauding for all these years, they were she out all of a sudden. Think about it. They said she was doing the right thing and this government doing the wrong thing and all kind of stupidity. And look at what is happening today. The chickens have come home to roost. And this is what we have to understand. It's all about the money. Where would we have got? We would not have gotten any loans, you know. We got loans from the Andean Bank and so on to help us out. We would not have gotten any money simply because we may have been downgraded to junk bond status, which would mean we can't borrow no money from nowhere. And where would all of these people now, because of COVID, who lost their job, who have been sent home, where would they be today? What was the government going to tell all of these people? And that is what we have to look at. And we must be careful. We must try to remember these things and add it up so we will understand exactly. Thank God that the government of the People's National Movement is there today that would have saved us. That decision that the Prime Minister made a couple of years ago is what have us in this better position today. It could have been very much worse. Thank you very much, Ms. Felix. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Brian. Bruce, I'm reading all the comments. And guys, remember, you can see us live in studio on our Facebook page. Get on inside and make sure you share the live so other people would know that we're on. Let me tell you something, I even been careful if I join a susu and who I join it with. Because let me tell you something, if you don't have proper management skills, the susu and you will be in real trouble. You want to know who are the people you have in your susu and how they can pay it. And it's, remember that is not a legal thing anyway, but the hobby does it at the start, a lot of time, no poor, but I would say it's a poor man savings, I would say, But you have to be careful. You as the person running that too have to be careful and know, because let me tell you something. If I am running a susu, I am responsible for your money. No, you handing me your money. I have to find the money to give you. So if Tom decides he collect here and he drop out, I'm not interested in Tom, you know. I give you my money and you have to pay me my money. I want my money. I am not interested. You have to find out who Tom is, where Tom is, how you're getting Tom money. Well, crazy, not me, nah. My money, why does work hard for? Get up 3:30 in the morning and I just yamping me. I have only bouncing into everything. I can't see where I'm going until I reach the bathroom. Me? Rowley Jr.?
Sharon, let me apologize. Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon, and all listeners. Let me apologize to you. I did see a call, and I have to hold it back. Definitely. Okay. Listen, Sharon, I watched on Facebook last, and I want people to know. My wife run a little susu, and you know what the first thing she creates? She creates what you call the safety net, meaning that if the susu is 5,000, she has 5,000 down in case you have a problem.
Thank you.
That is the safety net. And, so people don't understand.
And Rowley Jr., hold on. And the safety net is very easy. Some people's safety net is they take the first two hands and they rest it down.
Sharon, you know the thing.
The safety net is very, very easy. The first two hands or even two, you rest it down.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you're not supposed to. You paying me good every week, every month. You have to wait when it's time for your money and you paying. You're first man paying. I must be able to go to my area.
Yes.
Take it, give it to you because my safety net working.
That's correct. Good. So if I tell you the 5th of every month you get in your susu, the 4th are calling you.
Thank
and
you.
It's organized. And that's what people don't understand. Now, I notice a lot of things. We are against black people. Sharon, you know, I like my African people, but sometimes I just wonder if we think. Because we always feel that we are against them, watch the Chinese. And we don't understand models. I know you're close to the break, so guide me. My thing is that if it is, they talk about the Chinese. You ever see people rob Chinese places that run illegal playway? We know about that out here. But you ever hear anybody come and call for the money? No. People win play from these places. You see anybody go and say, look at the Chinese with them? No. Not only that, there's a risk that involves where you keep money in houses where insurance doesn't cover you if somebody raid your home outside of police and take that money. Where's the insurance factor? And this is where I feel sometimes African people on Facebook don't think. That's what I was telling David last week with respect to a conversation with where he believed that people should get a little break as compared to others who government give them sort of a break with money that they would have get into debt. And I'm telling David, I'm in agreement, you know. But David, who you have as an advocacy group doing that? Sharon, we don't plan and we always want it best.
But Rolly Jr., you asking that question? It didn't have a group was going on that by me. I ain't want going in no group. And the same group was going to open a credit union and it crashed and Bacchanal break out and mayhem.
That is the thing, and we don't understand. You have to have order. If Sharon, Bruce, if you don't have order with money, as African people, because we are one group that we're very boisterous, you know. We'll go on Facebook, we'll quarrel, we'll cuss. You don't see that with the credit union, you don't see it with the bank, you don't see it with the Chinese, you don't see it with the Syrians. Why you seeing it with us? Even before guys get it when there.
And in the event, before you go with the ads coming up, before you go, or you call me back, because this is interesting. If it is that we were running this properly, no Tom, Dick and Harry don't have to come in front of my house and stand up. I will have everything in order because I will call you and tell you come 3 o'clock. When you come, I have everything in hand, your thing and you're gone. Or I'll meet you wherever, however the case may be.
Is he registered to collect money?
They say he's a money lender. He's a registered money lender.
All right. We'll continue after the break.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. Right. Guys, we're going to a break. Don't shift your dial. I say I didn't want to discuss this, you know. But you see, I get dragged into it. We'll be back.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street. 919 FM.
Feel free, you can sing along. It's good like this. Baby girl, I know that you were never in love with me. It's always a show. Every time we pass with me good friend Ziggy. Well, so please let me know, so me could have come out this misery. Cause I know, baby girl, I know that you were never in love with me. Yo, well, you don't know, it's your boy Ziggy Rankin, and it's all about this Sunday. We're going to be live. It's all about the one-on-one on Iwer Stage Live from 7 p.m. We'll be streaming on Facebook at Neil Iwer George. We also on YouTube at Iwer TV and Instagram at Iwer George. So make it a date and don't be late. Everything will be great. Your boy Ziggy Rankin will be there. You don't even have to pay no money to come in the gate. You don't know. Oh, no. See you there. What is it?
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
So I will not turn back, and I will not stop clap. Cause if it's praising, not in that, it's only worship I give back. And even in pain I lift my hands, and all this vein I will dance. And it's on your will I would stand. Cause you teach me how to praise, teach me how to praise through the storm. Every day I say hallelujah. Let me hear you sing that. Hallelujah. Everybody. What's going on? This is your boy Brandon Best here. And yo, next week Wednesday, something happening. You know what we're gonna be? We're gonna be live on the one-on-one virtual concert on Iwer George's stage. That's what we're talking about. Live from 7 p.m. We're gonna be there.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Honey, that's enough. It's only 2 more tins. But I want Clem growing up. I want to win cash.
Jeez, okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cash in with Clem Growing Up for a chance to win $40,000 in cash prizes. Simply purchase 1 Clem Growing Up 1,600 grams or 2 Clem Growing Up 800 grams. Then visit Nestle-Caribbean.com/promo to enter. Clem, your love, their future. Clem is not a breast milk substitute from 1 year onward.
There's only one way to start your week right, and that's to reset with Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Monday morning at 9 a.m. for your dose of the health and wellness program that is sure to change your life. Dr. Livette has transformed thousands of lives over the last decade and is now live on the street 919 FM every Monday from 9 a.m. to transform yours. Tune in to learn more about herbal blends and U-Juice for building your immunities and promoting overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM. This and every Monday at 9 a.m. Don't diet, live mighty, live healthy, live it.
Babe, you fell asleep? All right, I'm going, okay? Bye.
No, I hear. So what are you doing tomorrow?
Get that talk to your girl until you fall asleep experience with Digicel. You asked for it. Now here it is. All our new Digicel 30-day prepaid plans come with unlimited Digicel talk. No contracts, no surprise charges. Sign up today, forget about it. New Freedom prepaid 30-day plans, only from Digicel.
What song does a sheep make?
Yes, at Nestle, we know how exciting it is to be able to share in the pride you feel. This is why we created the new Nestum Iron Plus, made with 100% natural cereals that in just 2 bowls contribute to more than half the iron your child needs each day, helping with his cognitive development. Plus, probiotics, vitamins, and minerals that help with his growth and development. New Nestum Iron Plus, big nutrition for small tummies. Learn more at starthealthy.nestle.info from 6 months onwards.
The Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James is now on the street 919 FM every second, third, and fourth Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. and every first and third Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday. The Bible says, the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end shall come. For more info, call 652-0924 or 298-4540 and join us every second, third, and fourth Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. and every first and third Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday for the Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our shows.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestateTT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. You'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
We know you're tired of the old talk. Time for the facts to speak for themselves. Now you decide who really has the bigger, faster mobile network. Digicel's won the Speed Test Awards 2 years in a row with the widest coverage map in the country. See for yourself. Download Ookla and put Digicel to the LTE speed test and compare our coverage. We're not afraid to be honest. And that's real talk. Make the switch today. Digicel, the bigger, better, faster network.
Yo, this is Farmer Nappy, and you see the 24th of September, that is this month, Republic Day. Catch me live one-on-one on Iowa stage. One-on-one on Iowa stage, 7 p.m. Streaming on Facebook, Neil Iowa George, on YouTube, Iwer TV, and on Instagram at Iowa George. I will be there, you know why? I'm not leaving, that's impossible to do.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Stop killing we African people, stop killing we Africans, stop killing we, cause we tired of this racism. Stop killing we African people, stop killing we Africans, stop killing we, cause we tired, yes we tired, but I got this put a helping hand. Tell me why they do not like the Africans, but I God, I don't know what we did to them. Every day they killing African children, so I want to know why they kill we, and the police to kill we, and the army kill we, politicians to kill we, but I got this answer we kill we, CIA want to kill we, KKK want to kill we, racist skinheads to kill we, Africans we have to unite, build black business and treat each other right, spend your money in black community, only then they will have respect for we. Over 400 years we suffering, we survive the torture, burning, rapes, hangings, cities burning up, the whole world protesting. Black people tired of hate and racism, so I ask again why they kill we, send the police to kill we, and the army kill we, politicians to kill we, but I got this answer we kill we, HIV me to kill we, COVID-19 to kill we, Ebola me to kill we, Africans we have to unite.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
Lord, Lord, that's wrong. Watch this. I got this girl, well, you know she's not easy. I wonder if she's one of a kind. Hey, fellas, do you like it just freaky, yeah? And girls, do you like a good keep? Well, let me tell you about this girl of mine. She loves that morning ride. So she open her eyes in the morning. She loves that morning ride. You know that I can't say no. I got this girl, well, you know she's not easy. I got this girl, well, you know she's not easy. I got this girl, well, you know she's not easy.
All right, so Trinidad Tobago and the World by extension, we are back. Oh gosh, all are getting calls, Lord Father. And of course, for this Republic Weekend, Iowa Stage and Fund Me TTA presents tonight, from 8 p.m. worship featuring Brandon Bess.
So she open her eyes in the morning.
Trinidad and Tobago, and tomorrow night, Republic Night, September 24th, the Garbage Bag Man Famanapi at 8 p.m. Friday night, September 25th, Calypso Night with Brother Mudada. And of course, on Sunday 27th, Reggae Sunday with this man. Hey! He want to give you the morning ride. That's not a bad idea, you know. Ziggy Rankin. Morning ride. Iwer Stage will be live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, Neil Iwer George Facebook page, Iwer TV in the Street on YouTube. Tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts. Iwer Stage one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco taking care of business through our music. Pantrin Bagel U Store, Lady Hills Avenue in San Fernando.
Baby girl, I know that you were never in love with me.
Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I was just talking to a friend of mine who was explaining me and Bruce yesterday on the week, explaining the man pyramid business. I ain't telling all you who it is, and don't call me and ask me who it is. I am just saying, and I can stand in by what I said, I am very careful of giving people my money in their hand and don't know you. I'm not sure who you are. Because we have to take responsibilities for things. I ain't doing that because all they know me, I don't want to lose a cent. Right? But if the gentleman do anything, and it ain't no problem in it doing it all the time, guys, people taking a chance. You're taking a chance, you know, it's up to you. I am not condemning the pyramid thing or whatever you call it, or the susu. I'm not condemning that, you know. But I just saying, you have to be careful who you give your money to. You have to know who you're giving your money to. I'm not playing that game. So it's either you're doing it or you're not doing it right. Not me. So the number was given to me. I'm going to call the gentleman to understand, not today, or not on air. I'll call him off air to understand how we do this thing. Yeah. Right? And just to say to people, we are our own demise. We just cause we own bacchanal and own self in trouble. That's all I have to say. We just cause that. So why we want to come out, the police didn't reach there just so. The police reached because why? Remember, we can't assemble with more than 5. Yeah. A whole set of people. So line what? How the line go again? Line 1 and line 5, 35, 7,000, 10,000. Yeah. Everybody want to come, so everybody outside the man place, on top of people back and behaving because they have no behavior to wait for their turn to collect the money. You see me? I tell all you I didn't want to discuss this morning, you know. Because I know my mouth just get myself in trouble. You know, when I leave here and gone, when they're ready, they're going to call to cuss up my tail. I am just saying to you all, I have no problem if people want to take their hard-earned cash and do what they want to do with it, but just know who you're giving your money to. Know who you're giving your money to. Because you can't stay from wherever, because somebody say, hey, I have a susu, and this, and you take your money and you send it and hand it to them, and when you're done now, it's only a phone call, you have connection to connect with the people. When they call and they change your number, they have time with you. What do you know about the person? You have to know what you're doing. I just saying, It's just me saying so. So me, I am being very careful with my money, how I dispatch with it. Right. Not this human being. Because as I tell all you, when you see my phone alarm, sometimes 2 o'clock, I hit it a lash, 3:30, so what, give me half an hour. I just tell Angie that, give me half an hour now, give me 10 minutes now. And bet your bottom dollar. I had to get up and move around. Yampy me, I had to open it up so to see where I go in. When I get paid, I take all that and give you, and next thing back and I'll break out and my money gone. I tell all I lost $1,000 the other day and I sit down crying. Yeah, go with that, yeah? So, guys, 8:12 a.m. I wait to see how this thing turn out. They said the last time they took the money and they had to give it back to him. So I wait to see how this thing turn out. And you see me, I have a real phobia with people. But you see when them go in the people's house and you always hear all kind of news about all kind of thing. No, Mina. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning. Okay. All right, so guys, when you call the radio station, remember your Quebec call. Hello, good morning. No, they answer me now. And don't talk to other people, talk to me. Caller, good morning.
Yes, morning, Miss Felix. Morning, Mr. Bruce Wayne. And good morning to Trinidad and Tobago.
Morning.
Now, Miss Felix, if this man is a money lender, what he is doing with more than $1 million in his possession, is he laundering money? It will appear if he doesn't have the required license to have so much money in his possession, he is laundering money. The police has all right to seize that money. When you go to the bank and you try to deposit more than $5,000, you must fill out an indebtedness form.
Is it 5 or 50,000?
$5,000. You must fill out an indebtedness form stating where you got that money from. Your source of fund, they call it. Right? The money launderer doesn't have that. So the police has the authority to seize that money. And I am sure that this time he will not get it back because it's more than $1 million.
So wait, question.
I am sure.
Question, please.
Mm-hmm.
So is it as a legal money lender, $1 million is your threshold?
No, it's less than that. He cannot have all that money in his possession without having proper account for it. That means he's laundering money. Because Susu is illegal, you know. You can't go and say I'm running a Susu. Susu is an illegal entity. It is not a lawful entity. However, people still run the Susu. But if you lose your money, you can't even go and report it to the police. Because it's illegal. It's only a fool parts with his money, you know. And when you are in a Susu, you're parting with your money. You're giving the person your money. So you can't go and report, money and he take it. You give him it, he didn't steal it. You gave him your money.
That's my point actually, this now, eh?
Right? So you can't go and make a report to the police that I'm a Susu and I pay $50,000 and up to now the man ain't give me a cent. You give away your money. So you can't even go and report it. So Susu is an illegal thing, and who choose to put their money in a Susu? That is their fear. When you lose it, I know you can't go and report it. All right? But I'm sure this time, this man with that $1 million, he ain't getting back that money. He has to account where he got that $1 million from, and he must have some form of accounting. Else he's laundering money. And there's a money laundering act now to deal with that. Okay, Miss Felix, you have a pleasant morning.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning. Oh, Papa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am dear.
You know, we don't know call to talk about when people talking. You just call to have some fun. But you understand? That's $5,000 thing I'm talking about. That's not true. You could go and put $5,000 in the bank without still. I think it's more than 10, not 5,000.
I think it's more than 10. I think so.
You trying to send people by you? You want me to come by you?
Who's going to talk to me?
Yeah.
To do what?
Like you get plenty money?
That's me, I never said that to you. Yeah, monkey man. What's going on for that? Good morning, sir.
How is Mauricia?
She's excellent. She's excellent.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying the man say more than 5,000. That's not it. More than, I think it's more than 10.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Thank you, sir.
The man that she said good morning, quick.
Yes. Good morning.
No, where she get this anything from? No?
Bacon, is it bacon smoke curry, no saltfish today?
Bacon smoke curry?
I don't know.
No. What we had?
No flour?
No. We had toast first this morning. And we have oil down. Pop, bro.
Emperor Hailey.
Anyhow, this morning I leave somebody cleaning shrimp. I don't know what I'm getting today where shrimp is concerned.
Shrimp thing.
Shrimp is not good.
I know, but I don't eat it. I don't eat it regular.
I can't
you can't eat it, so you wash them.
I cannot eat it.
I don't eat that regular now and then.
I allergic to it.
He allergic to that, he can't eat it.
I don't eat it because mom had she eat some shrimp at a point in time and I went up and I stopped eating shrimp after that. Yeah, so shrimp, I don't play with that.
All right, my darling. Have a good day, darling.
Bye.
This social media thing about the green man, you know. Stay in all your lane. Let me tell you something real sorry. Watch this. Hey! Me have a stalker. But when me check it out, me brethren daughter. She says she want the ranking bad. She Google Ziggy Trinidad. She a follow everything me have. But me now go falter.
Yes, Trinidad Tobago on the Bulba extension. That's a man they call Ziggy Rankin. You're gonna hear him on Sunday. So you can start to go on fundme.com and start putting in, for the artists.
Check.
All right, so caller, good morning.
And Felix, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Bruce, good morning.
Morning.
Bruce, you see that bacana with that money and flowers, flowers? Not me, na Bruce. Bruce, you see the bank, that's the only place. Bruce, boy, if I can't call people name, but that's some people you know. Who in it, you go here, you hear they say the black van circling. I don't know what the black van looking for, but boy, not me. I pray that and I pray that. Bruce, that's a racket in it, and listen to me. Sharon, any money you're going to put in the bank, the dust out. Sure? Where did you get that money from? You hear what I'm telling you about? You just asked that question. I am telling you that. You understand me? I pray that. Bruce, you when I see your face to face, I'll give you some name. You're going to be shocked. You hear what I'm telling you about? Not me, na Bruce. Not me, Bruce. I pray them. And they speak so much English. How this is going, but Bruce. There's corners. Sharon, feel it?
Yeah.
Not me. Let my money stay. My little picky lock stay in the bank now. You understand me? You understand? I don't want to be in that. Flowers. The only flowers I know is in the flower shop. I go on all year.
Thank you.
She says she want the ranking bad. She Google Ziggy Trinidad.
All right, so guys, remember, support our local culture. It's free for you, but not free for us. Please make your online donations before during the show to fundmetnt.com. You simply search Iwer Stage, then select the campaign for the night you are donating to. From there, payments is as with all online transactions using your credit or debit card. Persons in Trinidad not doing online transactions can still support with donations to First Citizen Bank account at 1999010 in the name of Trini Bashment Limited. And for our foreign fans, please use the Cash App payable to Neil Iwer George. Don't forget to tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts one-on-one with the artists.
Something real sorry.
What caller? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sharon.
I make all the number.
I hear my bunker here. I can't go out and take these chances.
Where your bunker is?
My bunker is up in Princess Town here.
Yeah.
I creeping out every now and again. only when I have to.
Why?
You know, I'm listening to all you discussing this pyramid thing, and it reminded me of when I look back at it, I guess old already, but I remember in the 80s, after 1986, when Robinson was the Prime Minister, and things became difficult financially in the country. Those sort of schemes were very common. And I remember having a friend who used to be in one, because they have different levels. They have like, well, something like our armies. They have a general, a lieutenant, a this and that. And you reach to these different levels. That's the people who actually run on it. You reach to these different levels when you bring in a certain amount of people. And when you reach to that certain level, you might get a bonus and that kind of thing. But that's when you up in the hierarchy then, who really setting it up. And once it starts going, some people will always make money. But I remember he used to try to influence me a lot. Because unlike these now where people gathering in front of people's houses, they used to have meetings in those days. So they'd have meetings like in Gulf City, or in different auditoriums throughout the country, and they will invite people and have a sort of explanation about what's going on. And lots of people put in money, similar to what's taking place now. But I always used to ask him, where this money coming from eventually? What is the productive aspect of this engagement? Only taking the money and investing it on the stock exchange, only getting dividends from it, and therefore only could pay people, or only just circulating people money and hoping that people just keep putting money. And he could never answer me. And eventually I watched that he fell with it. If you understand what I mean. When it collapsed, he also collapsed, and all the high life that he was living sort of went with it also, you know. And so I was familiar with it, but I never got involved. He used to come over and he would invite me to meetings. I would go and listen. And I always know, most businesses have to have some productive aspect, because money don't just appear like that. And I knew that what was taking place here now would eventually happen. The other day I called in on a religious station, because the religious station was pushing that. And I was looking and saying, look how these churches diversifying their portfolio and involving poor people and taking their money. And a lot of them will lose the money. Because if you look, why can they call it a pyramid? Because if you look at the structure of a pyramid, it's those at the top, the few at the top who get in early, and some who get in low will get money too, you know, because they want to keep advertising it. So you might be one of the 48 ones who, when you go in last week, they give you back money, so they keep the momentum going, because somebody could come and say, well, look, I put in last week and I get back. But the vast majority would be waiting. And eventually, what's happening now was destined to happen. But the church people didn't listen to me. So I don't know what they're thinking now. You know, it's a funny thing, but invest your money wisely. Work hard for it and invest it wisely. Have a great day, Sharon.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Felix. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Terry.
Good morning to your listening audience, Mr. Chan, the Titan, Mother Tunakuna, protocol, Mrs. Crosby in Tobago. Oh God, I love Mrs. Crosby. I can't wait till I get to Tobago. Miss Felix, you bring up that Susu thing again. Now listen to me. The only place you can gain interest, and people, you keep preaching it, and people keep getting involved with this get-rich scheme. It's a get-rich scheme. The only place you can put your money, thousands of dollars, is in the bank on a high-interest rate fixed deposit. You understand? In order for you to get something back. And let me tell you something. If there is anything that goes wrong with the bank is responsible for your money. If anything goes wrong with these people who put in their money in this so-called money, he's a money lender, but, you know, they're just trying to see if they could fool a few people. He's a money lender, yes, but why you have so much money in your possession, one, Why is it you have so much people come in? People are not stupid. So the police is working on intelligence because they know that is the get-rich scheme pyramid. You know, you want to say it's a susu. A susu is what you've described, you know. Ms. Felix, let me tell you something. I work real hard for my money, eh? And let me tell you something. I made a thing in the bank. Now, it's for 5 years. I get the high interest thing here, Ms. Felix. If you know how the 5 years coming up in November, and of course I pray. Every day I watch in the market to see how it's going because I just know it's a month and a half I have to wait for my money to come off of that thing in the bank. You understand? Because I don't want nothing to crash. You see this COVID, I'm so nervous because anything could happen during this COVID time. Why is the people not listening to you and listening to people who telling them don't get involved with it? Because yes, you will go now and you will get, but what about the people who put in behind you? They would not get, and this is going to cause a lot of I got involved in Trinidad. I don't know if you remember Hindu Credit Union. Remember Hindu Credit Union?
Terry?
You see this?
Oh.
Yes. You remember Hindu Credit Union?
Yeah.
No. Hindu Credit Union, I lost $50,000, $50 in Hindu Credit Union. Miss Felix, let me tell you something. And I promised myself I ain't anything that people tell you, the same way they tell you to run goes into giving you this. It was I took my money and stay from here and spending my money in Hindu Credit Union. And I lost $50,000. $50,000 is plenty money. You understand? So people need to listen and stop getting caught up in the get-rich scheme. It doesn't work. If you work so hard for your money, why did you want to give it to a man? Put it in the bank. Every financial institution have ways and means. Some people call it fixed deposit. They call CDs. They have ISA here. We have different types of. You can put your money if you want to get it in a scheme, but it will have to be a scheme that you lock the money away and you can't get it between 3 to 5 years. You know, so people need to listen to people. Don't like people don't like to show the thing, man. I wouldn't feel sorry, and I'm saying it. I wouldn't feel sorry for those who come crying. Serious. Bruce, Miss Felix, you
only making style and showing off with all your apple this and your what zucchini that and
no egg, that was gluten free, egg free. You know, you see how nice. I went and delivered Monday. I sent it down. Listen to me. I sent it down a few bottles of apple chutney for you because apple is season. I want to give it to you, Dad. I'm sending it. Don't worry, don't get nothing. I'm sending it. I ain't sending it by the post because I'm sending it through a different mechanism. Okay?
I feel I know which one.
Right. So you will get it. You will get it. So right, that is the mechanism. Okay?
All right.
So anyways, Bruce. Oh God, boy, all that is giving me headache in the morning. You know, headache. So you see right now, all that overstreet line and working, all that costing me a lot of money.
Oh Lord!
But that's because I love all you and I will invest. It's a good investment. Mr. Chance, you had asked a question about where when the woman say she can't find him in the airport. Mr. Chance, let me tell you this. I know you're listening. The guy used the woman. He got his papers, he got his landed papers, and he already knew. If you had only seen the woman, I don't know, Miss Felix, I just show you the video. If you had only seen, you'll wonder why. When he got to the airport, he put on a disappearing act. He only wanted to get into the UK. He got his landed, and he leave that woman hanging. So that is to teach us a lesson. Not everything, that comes, that everything that glitters is gold. We don't fall for things. People need to online and they getting caught up in this thing. A man come from the US or UK and they run. Oh, you're going out and you don't know his background. You don't know these people's background. You have to know people's background, and people getting caught up in this thing. And I've seen it every day. But these are life lessons, and people would learn as they go on. Let's have a lovely day, Bruce, and I'm here until you leave.
Thank you very much.
So we'll talk soon.
Okay, madam.
All right. Okay then. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Can I have some music, DJ? All right, so Mommy Sauce.
Good morning to you and Bruce. Morning to Tobago. Morning to Mrs. Crosby, Mrs. Rowley, Selvin, darling, you and your wife. Morning to Miss James. Good morning to you and this lady there. I forget her name. I will remember it when I'm ready. Morning to Trina. I met Auntie Molly a long time. She's normally give me a call. Auntie Molly, what's going on with you? I hope everything all right.
Well, I saw her. I went by her a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks. About that.
Right.
I think she said she not getting in. And she, you know.
Yeah, but she just give me a little call now and then and we just check up on each other. But I hear her about morning to you, Tanti, Molly, morning to you, morning to every single body, Mr. and Mrs. Gibson, Mr. Cook and his wife, and everybody. Miss Greta, good morning to you, blessed day to you, and my darling Miss Monica with that student voice. Morning to you, Miss Monica. You just make my day, that voice. Something of a voice so peaceful, Miss Monica. So to you, a blessed morning. Well, you see me, no comment on this thing now. You see this susu thing? Me and able with that. I love my money more than anybody else. And I not putting my money, especially if that man they drop down and there, as you say, what would have happened to all these people? Who was continuing that? Is a whole scheme of them?
But that's
running this thing. I don't understand. I cannot understand putting $10,000 in something and getting 56,000. So when you get 50,000, somebody else going to put 10. That is only 20 by 2 people. And you get the next 56,000, which is 112,000. What? Wait, I don't know what to say. I can't understand where the money coming from for these people. And if a next person put a next 10,000, that's 56,000 again. So you see how much that is? Only 30,000 they invest in 3 people, you know. But these people already get 170-something thousand. Where coming from?
I'm going to call him to find out how we do this, because I am reading the article here, and they're saying he said he has invested. Somebody said he has invested 50,000 in DSS.
I can't understand. I not vexed with nobody who want to go there. Or they want to go try, or they want to get rich quick or something like that, or die, get some kind of something. I forget how the young people say. Sorry, go. But Sharon, you see, my 2 penny mean how much? And you see me neighbor with that. I frightened for my money. So that I work too hard. It's on my foot. Over 30 years now I doing this, and me can take my money and put it in that. Anyway, to all the men in my life, have a blessed morning. Wonderful day to you all. Enjoy the holiday tomorrow. And here it is. Bruce, that morning ride. Is morning rise or morning ride?
Ride, R-I-D-E.
Oh, God, well, I like the morning ride.
Okay, Mommy saw somebody in front of you. They want a ham sandwich.
You know, you ain't lying. Like you see, Judy. I like the morning ride with strong coffee. Yeah,
morning Philadelphia.
Milk.
Morning Philadelphia.
With strong milk. Yeah. I go and said that to the hell I live in. Something wrong with me. According to my grandmother, something wrong with me, and them alone know I have fault, and them alone know not at all.
Okay,
anyway,
Mama.
Yeah.
All right. Papa, you, Mr. Gibson.
What is that? Bruce, morning. Only have me cracking up. Oh, God, oh, Lord. See on the floor this morning. My wife on the floor.
Sharon and Bruce, good morning.
You calling for the song too, Morning Ride?
Morning Ride. Sharon, I listened to that tune this morning. I laughed at it. Sharon, good morning to everybody. Sharon, let me tell you something, Bruce. 3 weeks ago, right, a driver does come and pick us up when we have to go out, right? And he pick up a young lady. And when he pick up the young lady, I hear her telling him about this money thing, right? I listened to her very attentively. And then I said, Miss, I don't mean to get into your conversation, but is that a pyramid? She said, no, it's our family. And, she explained it. When she got out of the car, the driver is very close to us, I said, listen, do not get yourself in that. Sharon, let me tell you something. In New York, I remember when I was working, where I was working, a lady came to my mother and told my mother about it. She came to me first, but I didn't have that kind of money to put in. My mother took her money and gave it to me to go in for her. I went in, I got my mother money. When she got the money, she gave me money to go in for myself. I got in. I gave my girlfriend money to go in. Sharon, we used to go in school. You hear? Very quietly because it was illegal. When I give my girlfriend the money, I have people, because when you reach on top, you have to bring in people to get on top, Sharon? And if you can't bring in people,
you have nothing to get.
You have nothing to get. Sharon, let me tell you something. My girlfriend, I give her money. And when we went the woman bust, police come. We had to run and leave the money. My girlfriend never get her money up until this day, Sharon. You hear? She never get her money. She paid me back my money because, you know, I loaned her the money with an agreement. So she had to pay my money back. And she never got her money. And that upset that girl up until this day, Sharon. And when police come and they take it, they're gone with it. And you didn't give your name. You was given different names like car name, Acura, you know, Honda. Sharon, you know how much phone calls, how much phone number I had to change, people calling and threatening me and saying they want the money. Sharon, people, you don't get nothing free. You don't get nothing free. And let me tell you, I have a cousin who is a money lender and he's licensed. He is licensed. And when you go to the bank, I remember when we was building this house and the money that we had to build our house, every time you went there, Sharon, I had to walk with the paper to show that I had sold my house in New York, where I got that money from. Okay, Sharon? So let me tell you something. It have laws. I'm sorry, all who want to go into it, but I will never get into that.
Thank you very much.
Blessed morning to everybody.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so much. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Felix.
Yes. Hold on for me. Right, go ahead.
Good morning, and as always, God's blessings and thanks for keeping us educated and informed. I'm a bit on the run, and oh boy, your show has become so popular. Getting in is like, that's great. Let the callers call and get all the education they can. Just quickly, I just want to add, because I'm on the run this morning, and just to say, I'll start the conversation by saying, we must be a mob. Mind our black business, okay? And I'm saying that to say, all this conversation we're having and people being hurt by taking their good money and putting it into these schemes. I want to, sometimes in these situations is where I feel very troubled whether our education system failed us. Because when we were in kindergarten, from then they taught us that 1 and 1 made 2. And if we follow those very basic principles, we could never be where we are today, with so many people taking their monies and expecting it to, when they put $1 in, that they could get $1,000. There's nowhere in practical sense can that ever happen. But what troubled me most, why I'm calling, is that I am hearing supposedly learned people. As a matter of fact, some weeks ago, I think they're a doctor or something now, on the radio, a talk show host, trying to tell our people that that is a good investment for black people to get into. And I'm saying, I want us to remember when there was a man called Stanford, I believe, in Antigua. And where is he today? And I will also say this to my people, any kind of money business you wish to get into, there's one basic requirement. Central bank, once you're taking in people's monies as deposits, once you're going to do as loans, once you're transacting that, central bank must authorize and approve that operation. You have the acts that guide money lenders. You have credit unions that fall under the Cooperative Act, no individual can just wake up in the morning and start doing banking business. Okay, that is against the law. That's one. But more than that.
And let me just remind the listening audience listening to us, this person her background is in finance and financial institutions. So she's not just telling us what we want to hear. We're hearing what is right. Go ahead.
Yes, so I'm saying that you cannot, no individual, no matter what sign you put up, can you start doing that kind of business. And I want our people, we all have what we love to go and Google everything and check out. Before you put your money anywhere, ask basic questions. Go up on Google and ask, okay, how can I invest this amount of money to get that? Yes? Go and ask the questions. You cannot just allow people, and this is why I'm disappointed in that particular talk show host sending out that message that this was a way for black people to get together and invest. This is no investment. Let us remember what happened to people with PICO. Back in the day when people were investing their monies, the banks themselves could only offer you interest of 8 to 9%. And Clico was offering you 14% and could not explain where and how they were making that kind of investment to pay you that interest. So it's a common sense thing. Don't allow people dressed up in jacket and ties and fancy stuff to make you believe that they have some special knowledge that you don't. I will also say this. If this was so great a money-making scheme, why you feel all the big shots and them was not running it down? What makes you feel? And I always want us to remember that anything that is really sound and good as far as money and investments, you wouldn't have to ask a question. You will see all the who is who's involved in it. Okay? So don't get tied up with your money. You cannot take one and add one and make anything else but two. And let us not, because when we do that, we are insulting ourselves, and we are also showing that we have not taken in our education in the manner in which we should have. So I say that to say that for all the people, let this be a learning experience. And it comes around, you know, every time we are in hardship economically, people come up with these schemes. Every time. Back in the day, it was back when the 80s, when we were in a hard time. And you get carried away because you're so desperate. You're so desperate that you feel that this can happen. Think about it. And I want to also leave by saying this. If you walk away with money that did not come from your pocket, you have robbed somebody. You have not done by putting a gun to their head, but you have robbed somebody of your money.
I was telling Bruce that.
Once you have money that you did not put down for yourself, you have stolen it from someone and you have to give account. So all I can say to the people, it's a sorry state. You didn't think it through for yourself, but this has got to be a lesson in money, simple money. If you invest money in to make money, you have to turn it over. It's either you give somebody a service and you get the money from, and we were also taught gross profit in school. Go back to your basics. Don't let people who tell you about they have a master's and a this and a that in finance and economics, don't let them tie you up. Use the good, you see Mrs. Crosby who calls it, use her advice and you will not go wrong. So I just wanted to say that no transaction of this nature, nobody calling you to any house address or any office address who does not have the approval of central bank should and could be taking your money unless they are breaking the law. Thank you very much, Ms. Felix. I just want to say that as I'm on the run. I have a lot more to say, but we'll chat at another time. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, gosh, I love that lady too bad. Rowley Jr., you get it?
I love that lady too. You know why? They wouldn't believe me. You must believe a professional, though.
And she is a professional. She's a past banker, so she knows what she's speaking about.
Right. So, Sharon, I don't have much to say again, you know, because this is what I want, is a perspective from a professional. Because you keep telling people out there, we always like to align things up. We don't want black people to do this. I want African people to do it right. That's all I want. That's what I want, and you will get more people joining. If you're doing it wrong, and people taking risk that don't have what you call with Clico. The government was still the one to really cushion the blow. So a lot of people got back to the part or all the money they did because of the structure that existed in relation to the risk. But Sharon, that's all I have to say. That's all. I thank you very much for that lady who explained everything in full, and I leave it now for others to call in. Take care, Sharon and Bruce. Call you later.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Crosby?
Yes, I'm again. I'm just want to let you know I'm opening a pyramid. But for first time people who working and the money passing through the bank, that way. Now my advice, which I usually tell young people when I'm talking to them, if your money going through the bank, you're getting $5,000 a month or less, whatever you're getting, in that same bank, open a fixed deposit account so that they were able to take out, if it's $200 from your salary and put into that account, and tell yourself that account is not mine. Just keep a book home with how much you put down, ask them for a statement every 6 months and correspond it. Because when you take out and you have that same money, you're going in, you're dipping into it, you're taking out this, you're taking out that from that same $5,000 every month. You're not saving any money. So you're doing something to save. Ask them, you tell them you want to open a fixed deposit. So they know will take it out. Not even you going and put it in. They're taking it out and putting it into that. How that song for you, Sharon? Am I going to get you into that pyramid?
I'll think about it. I'll call you.
Think about it. Right. Okay. Especially the young people, because they have to pay mortgage and all of that just now to build house and they want to get married and get big time wedding and all of that. So save that money for a purpose. Okay then. Bye.
Thank you very much. And Bruce, and I listening to all the conversation. When you go to the bank and you borrow the money, you have to pay it back, Otherwise, you know what will happen. Now, if you don't have the backings, well, if you're a good paying client, you will get unsecured loans. And there are some loans you have to get secured. So people, I just want to remind you of that, I am not against anybody who wants to do the thing or they do all the thing. But sometimes we are our own downfall. That is all. All right, so we're getting ready to leave here in a short bit. Just to tell you.
Your partner see, I tried to sell him a microwave without no cord, tell him it's Bluetooth.
That is not a Spranger. That is a smart man. But guys, let me just read this to you. I saw this and I said I have to come and I'm going to be talking about this. And it's a little clip it's on my Facebook page. I got it from somewhere. I got it from Lolo Brown. It said sagging started in slavery when the homosexual slave master would rape young black slaves. It's called buck breaking. You were forced to wear your pants below your waist so other homosexual slave owners would know you were already buck broken. So all of you guys who like to wear your pants and they walk in with their leg open to balance it for it not to fall right down and have all your behind, sometimes the sliders or the drawers are dirty, hole, bust up, all the waist bust up. That is not attraction for me or any right thinking woman. I'm telling all you. Sagging started in slavery. Listen to it. When the homosexual slave master would rape young black slaves. All right? It's called buck breaking.
In the jails, when you wear your pants like that, it means that you
agree with getting it.
That, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and wear all the pants down there.
Have a whole documentary on
Let
that.
them go ahead. Miss Tunapuna, morning.
My darling, good morning.
Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
This one, bro. This one.
Nah, boy. Miss Tunapuna.
It's not the radio here.
Right.
Hearing me better now?
A little better, yeah.
No, I just come out from the bedroom now, so this is the boombox I have in the living room.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just calling to say good morning to you, Brucey, you and your family, everybody friend, because I come in late, Sharon, and realize that.
Yeah.
You know, I take a paracetamol and they put me back to sleep across the bed. Yeah, but I had to take this pain, girl. Oh, God, pain! Miss Gloria try paracetamol, but you go put it to bed. Everybody talking about this pain we have in...
Miss Tunapuna? Hello?
I don't know where you going.
Is you by here in the station?
I hear myself on the station.
Yeah, all right.
Are you hearing?
I hear any little thing, but we're getting ready to leave. We have just a minute and something counting now.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay,
bye-bye.
darling. Talk to you. All right, so the word for today is comfort. God loves comfort me. I turn to prayer for comfort and solace, especially during times of grief and loss. Whether that loss pertains to a job, a goal, a relationship, or a debt, I am gentle with myself as I process my grief. My mind and heart may grasp for reasons why. I may never know, but I soothe myself by remembering that I can find comfort in the spirit within. I feel blessed. I am safe to be exactly mourning as I am as I progress my grief. If I need to cry, I do so freely. However, I express my emotions throughout the transition in my life. Divine love envelopes and supports me. As I accept change and loss, I emerge from this experience confident and strong, knowing that God is in all, through all, and as all. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalms 27:1. Trinidad and Tobago, this is where we leave it for today. I got to leave it for today. Bruce is going to be here with Small Dread. Talk to you. Bruce will be here tomorrow. I have some cleaning I have to start early to do. So guys, talk to you on Friday morning, please God. I'm gone. We're out of here. Ciao.
Talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the street. 919